Boo! Hello guys, and welcome back to another cold stream. On today's stream, we are back with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, the new season is upon us. Hip hip hooray. That means ranked begins again. Oh, I know, truly a tragedy for everyone involved. However, before we climb into ranked and immediately start doing the same thing that we did the last 30 days, we're going to do something else entirely, except for the fact that I'm kind of lying to you because it's basically just Yu-Gi-Oh! Reaction at this point. However, there are some notable things that I want to talk about, and that being mostly the like OCG, just its mere existence, and some of the stuff involved with that. We also have, of course, meme review. We gotta do the meme review. I don't want to do it. You don't want it. That's not true. I do want to do it because it's something that makes it so that I don't have to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Immediately. However, I do want to say, I am planning, we are planning on watching the Japan Championship for 2025, because I caught, like, 5 seconds of this stream, and I went, we gotta talk about this. So, we'll talk about this. We're also going to talk about the Dragon Tail, as well as a bunch of other decks as well, from the OCG, just for a quick second. But that's all. We have a new OCG card, Infernal Punisher, which is a normal spell card that says activate one of these effects, and you can only use each of this effect of this card's name once per turn. Dear Lanta, for some reason I could not say that. Add a water dinosaur monster from your deck to your hand. Then, if your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, or you contribute a monster to special summon a level 6 or higher fire monster from your hand, deck, or grave. But its effects are negated unless it is a fiend monster. Here's the thing. This is just OSS for Flomberg Dragon. Why? At least it's not searchable? That is true. You're not wrong. At least it's not searchable. Why? That's so silly. Technically, it's not nearly as good as being able to grab access to, like, something, like Ash or Poplar or something else of that nature, but at the very least, it is still very funny and is technically, Snake Eye support. That being said, I don't think it'll matter. That's all. I just thought it was funny. Let's go to Road of the King. Yo! Oh, do we have the top 10 decks from the last season? Is this from the most recent season? Season 42? Are we in season 43? Are we actually in season 43? Let the deck die already. True, please. Please. What season are we on? 43. So this is the previous season's top 10. Fiendsmith, Tearlament, Lightsworn, FTK. At third. Hell yeah. Millennium Crystron by Zade King. Not surprising. Grass Branded and Super Heavy Samurai, Melodious what? Draco Slayer. 49 cards. It's for consistency, I swear. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. It's so dumb for no reason. Yeah. Man, I love Pendulum. And it's just the Millennium Crystron stuff. Okay, cool. Nothing really of note there. Oh, I brought up Road of the King for a different reason, though. Given the metagame, I want to talk about the metagame. Anyway, this is the most OCG bullshit I've ever seen. True. Okay, let's do memes. Meme review. Let's just blaze through this because I have other things I want to do. Again, Master Duel does nothing. Competition keeps shooting itself in the foot. What is this business strategy called? What? Did we already had this last week, didn't we? What is this in reference to, by the way? Literally anything. True. True. I genuinely think there is like... Is there a game that can genuinely compete with Master Duel right now? Okay. I thought Shadowverse already got this post. I thought there was a... Is there another one? Or are we just doing this again? Fusion World also lost its mind even further. That's not surprising. That game already was so close to the edge. It would be shocking if they didn't fully leap over the edge. Anyway, I'm doing all right. How you doing, Resin? Or Motuta? How you doing? Look, I'm American. I try my hardest. The next pack is cash only for digital, and it's $6 per pack. Oh, so it's like the Duel Links special packs that like no one likes. Nice. Anyway, what was I saying? Is there a game that like genuinely can compete with Master Duel? I think Master Duel is like the only card game that actually has consistent players, or at the very least is like a good card game. Is like actually a good way to play said card game. As much as I like Pokemon and the Pokemon client, no one plays it. That's the problem. I said it right? That's incredible. That's more surprising than anything else we've said today. Wild. The game has the set has a bunch of game warping broken cards. It's a special set that has OG manga art on the cards. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, that's just Duel Links. That's just Duel Links. Except worse. Woo, Fusion World. I love losing to pay to win. Hell yeah, dude. It's probably where you're done with Fusion World. Yeah. Yeah, understandable. Anyway, peak comedy. Moving on. People who main deck Super Poly. The man who sleeps with a machete is a fool every night but one. Sure. Infinite money glitch. My body is a wheel that turns misplays into ad revenue. And it's dizzy. Ha ha ha. Okay, cool. Real. Japanese artists' tweets be like... Yeah, no, that... Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty, that's pretty accurate. Anyway, moving on. Stolen from JP Twitter. You guys sure have it rough, huh? Dang it. Poplar, it seems that one of us has to go. That's it. You MF Snake Eye Bozos went too far with this Duelist Cup. Now we have to pick a card to be banned. Oh. And then it's... The one getting banned is Snake Eye Oak. Horny people. True. After dug through the game on Lunalight, after confidently saying he read his cards this time, it could not be timed better. I love Deceive. No! Nav Guy's back! Using my disposable income to buy Master Duel gems while my coworkers feed their families and buy real estate. Yeah, that's about what I expected. What's up, Allie? How's it going? Slop decks are getting out of hand. Starship will have 42 engines. What? Huh? Those coworkers don't have expensive hobbies. Trust. Actually. Hey guys, Dark Magician Monster. Not what I'm called. It... Okay. Sure. I'll become the underworld goddess. No, bitch, the coffin is coming. You betting my moon of the closed heaven before throwing into the maws of Requiem for a full combo? Alright. As much as I despise this artwork, it's a decently funny meme. Can we get a new format for lazy MF? Good God, it's the same shit. True. Well, that's always been the case. When you hand trap each other to death and end up in a normal summon deathmatch, we'll settle this with our fists. What normal summon doesn't immediately win you the game right now? Please explain it. I would like to know. What normal summon are you normal summoning that doesn't do the entire combo by itself? Tell me. Tell me now. Normal summon Tristaros, the opponent just doesn't do anything. Hate it here. Anyway, next duel. I hate this game. Main phase 1, activate shifter. Plays the game anyway. I hate this game. Plays the game anyway. True, it's me. Cool. Blossom. Ash Blossom. Normal summon Mimikghoul Master. I forgot Mimighouls existed. Man, I'm so sad about that. Dude, Mimikghoul was such a cool concept. I really wish it was better. $158 Hearthstone pet from a gacha, 300 gems, aka 2 days of login and dailies. Yeah, baby! I cannot express enough how nice it is to have cheap cosmetics in Master Duel. That being said, genuinely speaking, if Master Duel made the cosmetics the actual cost of the game, they would make so much fucking bank, dude. They would make an obscene amount of money. If Pearly was $5, oh baby, that would. That's all. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I just think, like, genuinely speaking, I would much rather have. I think it's due to, like, laws in Japan that they don't do it this way. But, like, genuinely speaking, if Konami made any of the cosmetics just cost legit real dollars instead of gems, I think they would make significantly more money. But they are allergic to money. That is true. Konami actively out here being like, oh, if you can't gamble for your money, it's not worth it. It's crazy. Anyway, playing online card games be like, I hate to say it, but like Master Duel is, no, I love to say this. There is a reason I consistently come back to Master Duel, and it's because of stuff like this. Like, it's so difficult to play something like Magic the Gathering Arena, or to play Shadowverse, or to play the myriad of other games that are available right now at, like, you know, as like a card game, because it's just like every single one of them feels so much worse. It's like I've been given the, you know, ambrosia of life, basically, the nectar of the gods, and then they're like, here's this, you know, 12-ounce steak cooked in a microwave, and you're like, it just doesn't compare. Card game devs actually need help. True. The lion does not concern himself with losing. Okay. The branded administration situation is crazy. New Frontier Mail, more stories. Tri-Brigade Tourist 12 is barred from entering the Dogmatica Nation after Ashian guards find meme showing Maximus with a bald head on her phone. What? The fuck is this? Branded memes. Woo. Okay, well. POV, you want to negate your opponent's megalith cards, and then it's the card that says it's just have your red misc. Whoa, crazy. Anyway. You know that Badu has the same amount of letters as Satan. Yu-Gi-Oh players when someone defends a floodgate. Pokemon players when someone criticizes a floodgate. I know this is wrong, that's why I'm so confused. Because I don't think I've ever seen a community more viscerally opposed to a Pokemon's existence than when Badu was fucking printed. I don't know where this is coming from, where this idea is coming from, but I completely unedited card, Fiendsmith Lurie. If this card is discarded, special summon in Fiendsmith Requiem. Whoa, great. Anyway. We'll go to the club first time. Huh? It's Merlin and Oak. Wow, crazy. Nature makes crabs and Konami makes lingering floodgates. Xyz monsters have evolved into the shape Shockmaster at least 6 independent times. I do not like this. Shockmaster. Shockmasteration. Shockmasteration, or Shockmasteration, is an example of conversion evolution in which Xyz monsters evolve into Shockmaster. It's basically the crab thing. Nature to rank up a Shockmaster. Do you know what's crazy? I don't care. Pause. True. I was not expecting Miles Edgeworth to be the next Shadow. Wait, it's funny. No. That's good. Oh! I applaud this one. This one's so good. It's so simple, but it's... Holy shit, that's good. Oh, I wasn't ready. Oh. I like that one. That one was good. That one was good. That was the only one that actually made me laugh. Oh, I was not prepared. But it's so accurate, I hate it. It's so funny. Oh, 10 out of 10. Oh. A good meme. Oh, sorry. In my opinion, gotta read the comments. In my opinion, a good meme is a meme that's either high effort, clever, or just flat out funny. The first meme is none of those. The first one? Just the first one? Add to that fact, it's literally the same meme from the previous week, just a different drama. Also, on everybody else's soul, the post wasn't even upvoted because it's funny. It was upvoted because drama, in general, attracts people. They should genuinely just add a drama flair or something at this point. The Drident meme brings back some interesting memories, to say the least. Am I right, Farfa? Farfa. Choose your pick or pick all. Some might be too brain rotted for you though. I'm not gonna read any of that. What was the first meme? I literally don't remember like a single one of these. Oh, this one was kind of this one was kind of funny. I'm gonna become Underworld Goddess. No, the coffin is coming. That one is kind of funny. What was the first meme? Oh, it's this one. Oh, it's the repeat one that like no one cares about. Anyway, moving on. Real quick, we got to talk about the OCG because we're gonna watch this OCG tournament, which is the Japan Championship, which is very exciting. And the reason we're gonna do this is because the OCG right now is, I think without a doubt, the best format right now. It is so sick. It is one of the greatest formats I think that has ever graced Yu-Gi-Oh! And I need it in my soul, in my bones. I got it. I got it. Watch the finals get ruined by Maxi. If the finals contains Vanquish Soul Canine, Maxi will not ruin it. Period. That's how good the format is. Maxi doesn't ruin the games. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, and speaking of which, we gotta talk about this metagame. Because, goddamn, look at this metagame. It looks so good. Oh my gosh, this is like exactly what I want in a metagame. There is a clear dominant deck, but many other things can compete. There's also a clear second best deck, which is very cool as well. But every single one of the other decks also has the capability of competing. There's a ton of other opportunities for you to play other things and still do well. And the top deck is sick and skill intensive, and it's awesome. If you don't know how Canine Vanquish Soul works, or just Vanquish Soul in general, generally the idea is that you utilize the hand as like a resource to reveal cards to your opponent to generate additional advantage with the Vanquish Soul stuff, or you utilize the Canine cards in order to basically XZ summon on the opponent's turn by them doing a thing. Generally, it's just them doing a thing, which is very, very cool and very, very exciting. Because basically, the opponent plays the game, and you get to play the game. It's awesome. It's similar in nature to that of, like, what Tearlament was doing in Tearlament mirror matches, but just in general. Very cool, but also it's not doing anything besides one thing in particular, which is extremely frustrating. But outside of that one particular thing, it's not really doing anything, like, heinous or criminal. And so most of the time the games are actually games. And also because of the way that the mirror match, or just the game in general, works, most of the time the game isn't even decided by the one heinous thing that can happen. But it can't be decided by that. Also, we have like Dragon Tail, which is also extremely cool. We have like some combo decks in here, which is also not terrible. There's a lot of really cool things going on in the OCG that we are very excited about. Anyway, yeah, here's what it looks like. Like, 90% of these are just hand traps. Like, it looks like, oh, you know, you have 22-ish engine pieces. Wrong. That is 30 hand traps. That's what makes it so cool. That is basically 30 hand traps. It's awesome. It's so sick. However, this guy needs to go away, and we're all aware of that. We all hate this guy. And he was banned just recently, which is pretty cool. However, I do believe he is playable for this tournament. However, before we do that, we do have to go back to Master Duel Meta, because we got to pull up the Vanquish Soul cards, as well as the other cards, the Canine cards. Because we're going to have to read them, and I don't remember what all they do. We'll probably have to look up, like, the Dragon Tail cards as well, but we're not going to be able to read the cards. That being said, let's hop right into this. This is the OCG Japan. I think it's an invitational. I could be wrong. But it's the best players in Japan. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what they do. I'm also going to speed this up a bunch, because it's still Yu-Gi-Oh! It's still slow. Dude, look. I'm sorry. Look at this stage. It's so big over there. It's so cool. They have a fucking turn counter. You can see whose turn it is. They say this person's turn. It's so cool. And they keep it up to date. It's nice. You can also see the timer in the corner, which is nice as well. But here we go. Canine. Case of Canine. Grab the guy. Search the guy. Oh, the roach. Oh, no. Special summon. Send the guy. Maxi draws a card. Tragic. Special summon. Yep. Draw a card. Special summon. XZ summon! Into the dice! Woo! Woo! Dice guy! Dice guy! Okay, we got to talk about this guy. We got to talk about him. I know, no one wants to talk about him, but we got to talk about him. So if you don't know, what is this guy's name? Dice something or other. Paradise Smasher. This guy has text that no one likes. He says, once per turn during main phase 1, you can detach 2 materials from this card. Each player rolls a 6-sided die twice. The player with the higher total cannot activate monster effects or declare an attack until the end of the next turn. Problem, it's a floodgate. It literally just says, stop. Because you're like, oh, but it's luck-based. Wrong, incorrect. Once per turn, if either player rolls a 6-sided die, while this card has material, you can treat one of the results as a 7. Meaning, both players roll, right? Each player rolls a 6-sided die twice. And then from that, you can literally just go, hey, that one you got is now a 7. And now you have the higher roll. It's almost guaranteed. I think technically speaking, it's not. Like, if you were to roll 2 6s and the opponent were to roll, like, 2 1s and a few other instances like that. But for the most part, it's basically a guaranteed. It's crazy. It's really dumb. Yeah, it's very goofy. Anyway, that's all. If you're wondering what all the Canine cards do, they're pretty simple. This guy on summon, special summons itself, or sorry, on summon, adds a Canine card, or sorry, sends a Canine card, which is pretty cool. This guy, during the opponent's turn, or sorry, during the main phase, if your opponent activated a monster effect in the hand or grave this turn, you can special summon this card from hand or grave, but banish it when it leaves the field. On top of that, during your opponent's turn, you can immediately Xyz summon using this card you control. So the opponent activated the Maxi, and then you got to do all the Canine stuff because they did a thing. On top of that, this guy, if your opponent has 2 or more cards in their hand, you can normal summon this card without attributing. On top of that, you can reveal this and one other 5 in your hand to special summon both, and then you are locked into Xyz. You're locked out of Xyz. Cannot be used for the Xyz of a light monster. Not that big of a deal because the dice is not a light monster. So that's what was happening there. So the guy special summoned once, and the guy drew a card. But now Canine gets to play. Let's go! We get to play the game. Both players get to play the game. So now the Canine monster gets to send a card as well. So that's exactly what's going to happen before the effect of the other thing is able to go off. So they're going to send the guy. Then this guy's going to special summon himself immediately. And then he's going to activate the effect. Oh, by the way, the La Cucaracha on both sides. You gotta love it. By the way, this card's at 2. Peak comedy. And out comes Nesh Knight. Nesh Knight is going to then send to the graveyard the guy. Or not send to the graveyard. Attach alongside the Silent Honor Art. Also, goddamn, that hand is crazy. I think, yeah, he just passes. We both know that semi-limits are worthless. Oh, yeah, absolutely. But it is technically at 2. They just did, like, the same thing on the same turn. It's so cool. I love this. Normal summon Raisin! Big incorrect buzzer. No. No Raisin. Imagine not using Ash on Maxi. Granted, they probably drew it off of their own Maxi, but that's crazy if they didn't. They're just like, I'm just gonna hold this. For the inevitable Raisin. La Cucaracha. Anyway. They're gonna go Borger effect, special summon. We know what the Vanquish Souls do, right? I don't need to explain most of the Vanquish Souls, right? We know what Vanquish Soul does, right? Surely, probably. They tag out and reveal guys for attributes and gain effects based on that. Just drew a card there. Out comes Xiaolong, because they revealed the guy, so Xiaolong gets to special summon itself. Do we have anything here? I believe, did we just go combat? I think we literally just went combat. Because bro's at 3,100. So I don't think they went combat. I don't know what happened. I don't know why he's at 31. Maybe they're just representing damage or something like that? I don't know. Anyway, Xiaolong, I think, revealed 2 fires in order to grab up the field spell. Now, the field spell is new, so we do gotta talk about the field spell, because that is a new card. The field spell is kind of crazy as well. You can target a Vanquish Soul monster you control, add a Vanquish Soul monster with a different attribute from your deck to your hand. Absolutely crazy. If a Vanquish Soul monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effects, you can reveal a Vanquish Soul monster in your hand instead. So it's just a replacement effect. And then during the end phase, if you control 2 or more Vanquish Soul monsters, you can set a Vanquish Soul trap from your deck. Absolutely crazy. Reason being, they have a field wipe with Snow Devil. It's kind of nasty. So being able to not, like, forcing you to not have to search Snow Devil off of something like Mad Love is crazy. So, very, very powerful card as well. Anyway, but that doesn't matter because now the opponent is also going to play the game on the other player's turn. Because Sue also says, hey, if I have a thing, special summon me. We talked about this yesterday, but yeah, this card's also crazy. Or I should say in the video today. It was yesterday for me. But this says, during the main phase, you can reveal one other Vanquish Soul monster in your hands to special summon this card. Just any of them. Just reveal. Pop her out. On top of that, she has an effect that says, quick effect, you can activate one of these by revealing the monsters in hand with the listed attributes. In Earth and the Dark, you can take control of a monster with the lowest attack until the end of phase. Kinda crazy. Fire and Dark, special summon a non-psychic Vanquish Soul from your deck, which allows you to get Raisin, which is also very, very powerful. Now that we've got that out of the way, we should be good to get good to go. Because those are the most, like, important cards to remember. Very, very cool. Oh, also, one thing I must talk about is I can see literally every single one of the cards on the field. And I cannot express this enough. It's so nice. I do not know why this is not the standard for international events as well. At the very least, like, having lights on the mat. But it's so nice actually being able to see what cards are actively on the field and actually present. It's so frustrating trying to see the absolute nonsense that is on the opponent's, like, field, or, like, just on any field, in, like, an international stream. It's just, like, impossible. I hate it. I'm surprised it's a one-of? What's a one-of? I actually don't know what Nash Knight does. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what that card does. It's not called Nash. It's called N-Ash? There we go. During the main phase, you can detach 2 to attach a number of Z monster from your extra deck to this card as material. Then you can attach one other face-up monster on the field to this card as material. Ah! That's what's happening. Going back. I didn't know if it had another effect. Oh, the field spell being a one-of? It's because you have so many ways to see it. And you really only want to see it if you have the Vanquish Soul line anyway. So it's not something that you necessarily want as, like, in your opening hand. You want to search it. Similar to that of, like, OSS. It's like, it's really good, but also, you specifically want to search it. Anyway. By the way, Z summon on the opponent's turn. I don't know what this guy is. I could not tell you what this guy's effect is, and I don't even know what card this is. I think it's a new one from the OCG, so I don't know if we have it, but there he is. That's the guy. He's a dark, level 5. I'm sure I could find him. I don't know what he does, but he's there. The guy made him. That's Valon? Thank you. Valon. Ah, liar. Liar! He's an Exeve of some kind. Is he... he's a psychic, right? Or am I crazy? I'm pretty sure he's a psychic. Psychic... Yeah! Oh, it's 2 L's. It was 2 L's. I spelled it wrong. During the main phase, you can detach a material, then target a face of monster your opponent controls, change the face down defense position. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target a face down card on the field and destroy it. Whoa! That guy's crazy. That guy goes crazy. It's really funny. They play a lot of Xyz attributes irrelevant to Vanquish Soul. True. Well, I mean, the on-field effect doesn't matter, or the on-field monsters don't matter nearly as much. Oh, we got to talk about Ripper. I forgot about this card. What is it? K9. Sorry. Ripper says detach, add. It's pretty simple. Then if your opponent activated a monster effect of this turn, you can set a quick play from your deck or grave. Kind of crazy. On top of that, during when your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand or in the grave, you can detach material to negate that effect. Absolutely insane in the mirror match. You just slap the card out of their hand. It's very funny, and it also kind of like forces you to do your stuff very early from the hand, so that like you don't get stopped by Ripper, which makes the games a lot more like fast-paced. Very cool. Very cool. It also makes the mirror match like very dynamic, because there's constantly like stuff flying out of people's hands and like moving all over the place, just constantly doing stuff. It's very cool. Here we have the Reborn, so we're special summoning the 2 5s. And then K9 17 special searches or sends, sorry, which then searches the K9 case of K9. Sorry. I like that the card immediately showed up. Oh, we also got to talk about the simple fact that having these cards pop up as consistently as they are makes it so much easier as a viewer to know what is happening. Like, not only can I see every single card on the field and understand via what is currently on the field what is happening, I also get to see a ton of very important cards flashing on the screen so consistently for each player. This, it's so nice and so easy to understand what's happening. It's awesome. That's all. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I just really wish that international events had this level of quality, for lack of a better term. And now we make our own dice. Smile. Right? I mean, as soon as dice hits the field, it's gonna get slapped face down. That's likely why we haven't immediately done that. We're targeting the Vanquish Soul heavy border, which I guess we haven't done up until that point. What did we just reveal? Did we just reveal our entire hand? Grab Sue. Yep, makes sense. Also, Sue being a 5 is insane synergy for this deck. Because, like, oh, all of your hand traps happen to be 5, which allow you to go into rank 5s extremely consistently. It'd be a shame if there were really good rank 5s to do. At this point, it feels like Konami hits one broken engine only to release another broken engine, then rinse and repeat. It's called rotation. Konami just does it in a different way. Yeah, pretty much. SP? What are we targeting? With the SP? Did we elect not to activate the effect of SP? Or am I going crazy? Huh? Oh, we banished Sue from grave. That's what happened. Okay, I got very confused. I just noticed the Sue was banished. Out comes Caesar Valius. We should have the necessary to reveal everything to pop a card. We're gonna elect to book Book the Kana. Oh, no, we're just revealing. Book the Sue. Target, tag out. I like that he just puts it in the spell trap card zone. He's like, these will come back in a second. Set 1's the 2. Wait, what did we bounce? I'm sorry, wait, hold on. Oh, we bounced with Mad Love so that these two would come back. Oh, that's so smart. Oh, that's so clever. Yeah, this game's like unbelievably over. Yeah. That's something that is rather interesting in the OCG, or more specifically Japan, just in general. They're more like, oh, I'll just pass and let you like do the damage. Not that matters too much. It's basically a surrender, right? But they're like, okay, you have damage, and then the other guy's like, okay, attack. It's very funny. But they're more willing to just like give you the attack, which is kind of funny. It also might be just like at more high events, more high level events. But here we go. Post side deck. What are we gonna see? Let's start off with revealing Ash with Stake Your Soul. Why is Stake Your Soul not a Vanquish Soul card? I hate it here. And we had 2 fires anyway, so we can immediately go into Xiaolong, and then Xiaolong search Raisin. That's crazy. Xiaolong special summon itself. Yep. I would imagine we go... Can we actually go Ripper here? We should be able to, right? This just requires 2 level 5s, yeah. Do we go K9 Ripper immediately so that we can... Yeah, I think that's what they're threatening here. Because Xiaolong happens to be a 5, so it basically forces the opponent to do their stuff by just, like, putting 2 5s onto the field, which is really, really threatening, right? So you put the 2 5s onto the field, and then the opponent goes, okay, I'll activate my thing and special summon, and then gets met by Ash. Now, they could have taken all of the fires out of their hand, and it didn't matter. They had the 5 in hand anyway to just XZ summon anyway. It just didn't matter. But we did have the 17, which is something of note, so we do get to dump. So we send the 00. And now, of course, I would imagine this is Ripper. Okay, Nash makes a bit more sense as well, because, yeah, we can just do this and then go into Ripper, or into Dice Smasher. It could be Dice. No, it's Ripper. Yeah, Ripper makes a lot more sense here. Nash effect, activate, yoink up the, Kuzumo wants it. Would it not have been better to grab... Well, Sue's already activated its effect, but the other guy hadn't, so yeah, you're right. It was better to grab that. I was like, wouldn't you grab, like, Sue there? Because the other guy is going to banish himself, but he also has the capability of XZ summoning, which would be way worse. But alas, here we go. Out comes Raisin. Raisin grabs Sue. Oh. They just switched the materials so that it was more easily recognizable that one of them was the opponent's monster. That's funny. Anyway, out comes the Link one. Link ones shouldn't exist. Anyway, out comes Sue. Sue effect. Well, I'm sorry. What did I miss? Oh, revealing to special summon. Special summon Mad Love. Mad Love grab field spell, activate. I would imagine. Also, I like that they have so much more time. They have an hour here. Granted, I know it's like an invitational, so it makes more sense to give them an hour, but like, the difference between 45 minutes and an hour means that you are a lot more likely to go through all of your game. Or all of your games, just in general, right? Also, they look like they're having so much fun. I cannot express this enough. When you watch a TCG player play Yu-Gi-Oh!, they're so locked in, and they look like they're so frustrated all the time. They're just like... like, both of these players are, like, smiling and happy. They look like they're having a great time. It's very interesting. Burger! Burger. I mean, it's justified? Absolutely. Passing! Crazy end board. We have the yoink, we have the hand negate, we have the pop, we have a potential bounce as well. And then of course we have like the entire line for Vanquish Soul off of this individual card. And of course we do have all the attributes necessary for the trap to just immediately ruin everything. Mitsu Malice format does that to a guy? True. But I mean, just like in general, right? Like, when was the last time you saw a TCG player like genuinely smiling as they played the game? Like, that's a genuine question. Because I don't know if I've ever seen it. Jeff Leonard. Jeff Leonard playing Exodia combo. That was the last time I think I saw it. Smiles don't exist in Yu-Gi-Oh! They do. They're just in the OCG. Like, so many people, like, just don't look like they're having fun when they're playing in the TCG. They're just like, I gotta think about my lines, I gotta make sure that I do everything correctly. I'm like, super. They're just like so stressed. Meanwhile, in like the OCG, they're just like, I'm having a good time, baby. And you're like, yeah. Smiles are taken away, not given. True. Anyway. We still have the 2 reveals? That's crazy. Yeah, we're gonna yoink. Yada yoink. Yup. How many targets are we playing for this Nash? Is it just 2? It's gotta be just 2. There's no shot we're playing a 3rd target for that. That'd be so silly. Yeah, brother just detached freaking Numeron or something like that. Xiaolong. Wait, what did we reveal with Xiaolong? I'm very confused. I'm sorry, hold on. Are we playing the Rescue Ace Airlifter? There's no shot. That's crazy. I mean, it is a 5. Are we playing Impulse too? That would be so crazy. Or is it just like a guy? They're like, it's a fire. It's a fire! We can reveal the fire! We gotta be playing like Impulse too, right? Like, there's no shot we're not. Which would be so unbelievably comedy, by the way. Add back, special raisin, reveal, nuke the field. Everything goes away except for the Vanquish Soul monsters, and now Raisin gets to trigger. What do we add here? Heavy Border, probably? Yeah, that'd be my thought as well. You can go like Heavy Border, bounce back the Mad Love, which is kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. Ah! Raisin! That card's crazy! We do have the ability of like bouncing with Heavy Border the Caesar Valius and then bouncing again with Caesar Valius. Okay, I think we just bounced with the Mad Love, because I believe all of these have the same 1500 defense, so they gotta choose. It's crazy. Brother, you still have 5 cards in your hand? What the fuck? Why do you have 5 cards in your hand? This game's so cool. He still has 5 cards in his hand. What do you mean? Bro, his board got nuked and he's like, nah, I still got 5 cards. It's fine. It's fine. This deck is so sick. It's so silly. Ah, turn pass! Crazy. Link for Link 1. Reveal 2. Special summon. Via the effect of 6/6. I should really learn these cards' names so that I can actually say them. Because yeah, that guy's 6/6 as well. Are we just going combat? I mean, we do have lethal on field, right? Yeah. I think we knew about Sue. Welcome, Sue. Sue effect. Revealing a dark and a fire is the special summon effect, if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna do the same thing. Except for the fact that I lied to you. We're stealing. I lied. My bad. Special summon Raisin. Interesting. Going after the canine card. I guess that makes sense, right? Because Vanquish Soul can just invalidate the destruction effect. We're revealing 2 for Mad Love effect to bounce. And again, because everything has... Because Raisin's the lowest defense. Out comes Border, we bounce. Out comes this guy, attack for lethal. Game. What a crazy game. What a crazy set of games. That was, yeah. Perulia! Yay, Maxi 2, Electric Boogaloo. Woo, yay. You'll love to see it. I'd imagine we did that in draw phase so that they can, they don't have the capability of playing around it. Because I believe the, all of the, like, canines and such activate in main phase. Yeah, if your opponent activated a card effect during main phase. Yeah, so, like, you activate in draw phase. Obviously, you would do that anyway, but, like... significantly better. I mean, how much does that actually matter, though? It's like, you gave him a draw, hip hooray, you cycled for 1, and now you just do the thing anyway. It, like, really doesn't matter. Also, are these sleeves obelisk? Based. Normal the canine. Oh no. Oh no. Normal the canine. Send. Activated. Ooh, reborn. Interesting. No La Cucaracha. That's interesting. Do we have like a Judgment or a Solemn Strike or something like that? Solemn Strike seems pretty good for a side deck. But it also feels like it wouldn't matter that much, right? Like, how much would... I feel like side decking in a trap card going first feels really bad in this meta. Because K9 just goes, cool, anyway, I'm going to play on your turn. You did thing, I now do thing. I'm going to play on your turn and just not care about the trap card. Because I've already set up my board. What trap card would be good here? Dimensional Barrier? Doesn't look like that's what it is. It could be like... It's Fiendish Chain. True. That's what it is, obviously. Like, Imperm doesn't do anything. Is there like a quick play? It could just be like the Vanquish Soul Trap, right? That's probably what it is, right? I'm almost certain this is the Vanquish Soul Trap. Like, there's no shot it's not. The question is, do we have the necessary materials to make that work? Do we have the Dark Earth and the Fire? We know the Fire is there. Out comes Ripper. Ripper's crazy here. But that's why I think that likely what it is the trap. No, because you would have... Would you have? I don't know. This set card is boggling my mind. I'm like, what do you even side deck here? What trap card could you side deck? And if it's not a side deck card, is there something there that, like, does anything? We know there's an Earth... Or, not an Earth. We know, I think, a Dark and a Fire in hand. They searched Heavy Border, if I'm not mistaken. So we know at least Earth and a Fire and a Dark. They could be missing an Earth? Okay, they revealed. What did they reveal there? Oh, no. They have Sue and, Raisin. Oh, they had Earth and Fire. Right, you would always search Sue there. Why would you not search Sue? I'm stupid. Yeah, you always search heavy border. Maybe they're hoping to, like, win in time due to burn. But, like, no, there's no shot, because, like, that's way too much. There's way too much time. Likely it's the trap and they're just waiting for something specific to be able to just nuke the field. That's my assumption. Because, like, they're not particularly concerned about the canine stuff here if you have the board wipe anyway. So maybe you're waiting for, like, a raisin or something like that. We're going to combat. I like this play. I actually do like this play. I think this is pretty smart from the opponent, recognizing the, first of all, recognizing that a lot of the stuff specifically activates in the main phase. So trying to force that out in order to generate your effects via the canine cards and what have you. So I do like that, but also playing around at the time, very effective. It was cross out. It was cross out. Of course it was cross out. Dude, cross out's crazy. Cross out's so freaking good. Bro said, eh, wrong answer. Dang. Do you still go combat? You can't go combat here. You don't do any damage if you go combat here. Can we go? We still can't go K9. We still can't activate the Izuna. Oh, never mind. It didn't matter. Triple attack. Triple attack's crazy. Do you draw two? You have to draw two here, don't you? Or do you look at the hand? Looking at the hand doesn't do anything, right? Oh, we take. Oh, field spell. Oh, oh, that's why we didn't have a vanquishal that we could put onto the field, but we had the field spell. Wait, that's crazy. So now we just get to target and search out a guy. Now we're gonna activate the Sue, which turns on all of the canine stuff. So yeah, of course, out comes the Izuna. That's the name of the card, right? Izuna. So now we activate the effect of the Izuna, which, well, we don't activate the effect, we just special summon it, basically. Now we have Sue online as well, which could get us... Well, it can't get us Raisin. It could get us Mad Love, which is pretty good here. So you could go like Mad Love to potentially bounce the Raisin. Does that do anything? Or does one of these guys have a lower... Oh, never mind. That guy has way lower defense. Forget I said that. Just made a tier player who had the game in the bag due to Roach Fua lose to time due to triggering DS areas grave effect. I hate Diamond Man. To rip. Oh. Oh. Popping the field spell. Do we have a Vanquishal in hand that we could actually do something with? At this point, we're looking for burn, I think. Okay, yeah. Go Nash. Nash, yoink. And then I think we just have to go combat here to win in time. Oh! The fuck is this guy? Who is this? And, yes. Nash? Yep, Nash Knight. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. You can detach a material from this card to special summon it. Special summon from the extra deck a number Z monster that has a number between 101 and 107 in its name using this card. This is a card you control as material, but destroy it during the opponent's next end phase. This is treated as an Z summon. What are we making? Brother, you have 2 seconds. Go to combat. Go to combat. Win in time! Main 2 double Aze is passed. Nib! Detach. Nuke the field. 3K token. Passing. Was time called? Chaos Nash is who becomes Masquerade or Neo Tachyon. Sure. It looks like Vanquish Soul. It looks like the game is still playing. I don't know what's happened with the timer. Oh, are the time rules different in this game? Or in the OCG? Are they different than what they are in the TCG? Is it like... Is it 1 turn, 2 turn, 3 turn? So it's like... So now this guy's got 2 turns and this guy's got 1 turn? And then the game ends? Is that how they do that? Because that's how like most other card games do it, is like... Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Yeah, that seems to be the case. Interesting. Did we really have nothing else? Holding Nib for post-combat is crazy, by the way. That's insanity. What a wild set of games. That was so sick. I was very happy with that. Very cool set of games. Alright, what do you got? Yummy! Yummy, 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 yummy. If you do not know how Yummy works, imagine Sprite. That's it. It's just Sprite. It's literally just Sprite 2.0. That's all it is. Except instead it uses level 1 beasts that synchro summon using a Link monster instead of Xyz summoning using a Link monster. That's it. It does the exact same stuff though. You kind of have to hand trap them to death. Hence why we're seeing Imperm, Ash. God damn, that rarity looks so good. That rarity looks very good right there. Set 1, pass. Probably. Ready? What are we playing? I would love to see Draco Tail. That would be, or Dragon Tail. That'd be pretty cool. Yummy mirror match! Yummy! Yeah! With the 5D OST, clear mind in the back. True. It's that's the thing though. Yummy is just Sprite. It's so funny. Purge. Purge on the cupcake, and then La Cucaracha. And then Purge on the cockroach. Anyway, cool. My body translates into a Link 1 that does full combo anyway. Smile. Get owned, loser. Ah! Field spell. I don't actually remember what the field spell does. Add back to hand. Special summon via the effect of the guy. This is Synchro? Synchro Shokan. Oh! Special cookie. Cookie! Me and my homies love cookie. Synchro Shokan. Yummy has like 3 field spells. They have 2. Both of which basically do the same thing. That's not true, but they basically do the same thing. Dropples. Dropples feels real bad there, because we can just go into the Link 1 again and then do it again! What if Sprite but Excel Synchro? And then we make the different Synchro monster, which brings back 2. Actually, I think the Synchro monster brings back 2 when it's integrate. And then the third Link 1. Link 1s are not a mistake. They're totally fine and A-okay. And that's it. And we're passing on that. Now, what is this board? That's right, it's nothing. It's like, I think, 1 interaction off of this guy. However, you can also synchro summon, or like quick synchro, I think with this one? And then this guy can synchro into like some bounces and stuff like that. Very crazy. Very crazy in the way that it works. I think this game is pretty much over. Yeah, Yep. Imagine getting your ass beat by a marketable toy. Isn't that just Terapagos in Pokemon? Like, it's plushie! It's plushie form! It's never in the plushie form, but that's pretty much what he is. I like that we got 2 mirror matches immediately. It is very funny. Oh, Obedience School. Nah, that's just Pokemon? True. Have you ever got your ass beat by a cat? Play Pokemon. It happens all the time. I'm sorry, what happened? Did we get double Food? Oh, Perulia Fua. Damn! Dura. Search. Did we draw Fua off of Perulia? I hate this game. Didn't Ash get his ass whooped by Oddish or something similar? Yeah, probably. He got absolutely owned by a Trico, which is very funny. Link Shokan. Effect. Grab Field Spell. This is the one that grabs the Field Spell, right? So the Link 1, it grabs the Field Spell. That's what they do. Link 1s grab Field Spells. Surely they don't do anything else. Surely they're not cool or interestingly designed. There it is. There's this Field Spell. I know what I'm talking about. Yep. Activate effect, Reborn, passing. Man, Fua Perulia is brutal. That's a brutal. Imagine wanting to play the game and then Konami said, draw 9. Oy, oy, oy. Oh, 2 sets. Also, can we just appreciate the fact that the card, or that the deck is called Yummy? It's peak. It's peak Yu-Gi-Oh! What's funny about this format is defensive Molcharmies are a real play, thanks to Izuna, Femena, and Sue. Yeah, absolutely. It's actually kind of funny. And then brother said, let me do you one better. Look, Kugaracha! Yay! Look, Cockroach! Woo! Yay! Yay! What are we dropletting? Oh, we're dropletting the Synchro Summon. We're just sending the one as well, which is interesting. So we can still potentially activate another effect here. I think you just allow this. I don't think there's much that you can do in terms of recourse, unless you have like Solemn Judgment. Yo, Judgment goes crazy here. Cookie! Draw a card. How threatened are we? Not very. The Maxi really does help quite a bit here. If we're playing like Nibiru, or if we're playing like... I mean, we already saw that they're playing Purge and stuff like that, which can be very strong, given the fact that these are likely also traps, and or one of them at the very least is a trap that's probably useful. Affected the boy. Yup. I'd imagine one of these is Droplet, and the other one is like some sort of trap, such as Judgment. Effect, grab Field Spell. Tipping Parade, we all love Link 1s that grab the Field Spell. It's my favorite. Special Cupcake! Cupcake. I don't think that's what it's called. Actually, I do think that is what it's called. Cupsy. My bad. My bad. It's Cupsy, not Cupcake. Synchro. Are we Exee summoning? No, we're Synchro summoning. We can't Exee someone with a Link monster? What are we talking about? That's obviously a Synchro. Synchro Shogun. I should tell you the trend right now for Diamond, but both my opponents were Japanese tier players? Yeah, that sounds about right. I believe this one just does like a bunch of damage. I could be wrong though. I forget exactly what they do. You know what does this one do? If this card is synchro summon, you can special summon 2 yummy monsters from the graveyard, but their effects are negated. If your opponent activates a card or effect, you return this card to the extra deck to special summon 2 yummy monsters from grave. Oh, right. He's just Soul Charge. I love synchro monsters that are literally just Soul Charge. That's so cool, dude. That's crazy. You did a thing. Let me put 10,000 guys onto the field. Surely we play Nibiru, right? We were going first. We probably sided out of Nibiru. Do we have... What do we have? What do we have? It's like Purge, it's the 2 set cards, which could be pretty much anything, right? I just think there's a... Do we play this card? I don't think we do, right? Maybe we do, but I don't think we do. Celestial double slash ramen. I don't know what that quick play is. Target 2 light beasts you control and 2 cards your opponent controls, return them to the hand. Special summon a yummy monster from a hand or a grave, but it cannot attack for the rest of its turn, or return a field spell. Then you can place a yummy field spell. Whoa, crazy. So I'm guessing we're bouncing here, right? We bounced the field spell. The field spell boosts, right? I'm not going crazy. The field spell like boosts by a bunch of attack. Gain 500 free light beast on the field. Yes, they had to do that or they died. I was like, I'm pretty sure the field spell like gives them an obscene amount of attack for kind of no reason. But notably, the opponent is no longer dead, and this guy is currently under max C. I should call him red and blue. Red is currently under max C, and blue has drawn like 13 cards. So likely blue takes this because of sheer card advantage. And because of the way that the yummies work, in particular, there's just going to be like 30 guys on field. You may have Divine Temple making their weenies big idiots. I like that. That's funny. That is very funny. I'm sorry, why are we playing Hornet Drones? Excuse me? Called by! Brother said, yo! Token. Is that a non-sleeved token? Oh, that's illegal. Why is the token not in his sleeve? That's gross. I don't like it. Like, everything else has sleeves except for the token. It's like, why? Why are you like this game? We're gonna elect to bounce here. Removing the token from the field? Why are we doing this? Yeah, synchro summon. Would there have been a better place? Oh, maybe it's to get the Link so that they don't have access to a Link 1? Maybe? That's like the only thing I can think of is like, oh, I don't want them to have a Link 1 on their field. so that they can't just start freely special summoning. But they haven't used their normal either, and they've drawn like 10 cards. So like surely they have something here. I'm like genuinely confused as to what we're trying to do here. Surely we can put ourselves into an advantageous position. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Sky Striker Yummies left. Endangered deck variant? If I'm not mistaken, when we checked Road of the King, it was fairly common. I'm lying to you. I'm just blatantly lying to you. Forget I said that. Sky Striker is popular because of the new cards, though. Are we taking? It's probably take here, right? Like, there's no reason to look at the hand, because you know, like, most of the cards in their hand. Yoink. Makes sense. Go for the Synchro. Synchro 2, Electric Boogaloo. Activate effect. Book him. We haven't normaled, right? So we still have access to our normal summon. Yeah, okay. Yeah, go for the Link 1. Surely we have additional Yummies in our hand to just put onto the field. I understand what the guy was going for, like, trying to keep them off of Yummies, but, like, surely we have a Yummy in hand. We went to combat? I guess that makes sense. Do we really have nothing else here? Like, surely we have, like, a bunch, right? Brother, you have 5 cards in hand. Surely those 5 cards do something. Okay, now we're synchro summoning. Search. The 2 that we have yet to special. Pitching, triple tactics thrust. Special, effecto, searching. Yeah, we should just be able to put the entire field. Or the entire hand onto the field, basically, here. Yep, Link 1. Yep, grab Cupsy. Grab Field Spell. Synchro with the Link 1 into this guy. This guy. Oh, the field effect to pop. Special summon back the 2 Cupsies. And then we make Diviner of Herald. I'm just kidding. I actually don't think there's a tuner in this deck. Am I wrong? What are the tuners? Yeah, I was like, I don't think there's an actual tuner. I think they use the Link 1 as the tuner. Hence why you need the Link 1. Ah! Martial Metal Marcher! I forgot about that guy. Yeah, there's Herald. This becomes like way more problematic because it also banishes the cards from hand. Which I'm actually just lying to you. It doesn't actually matter. But yeah, having to play through the back row as well is kind of crazy. Flip them up. Can we just go combat to walk over the Herald? I think we can, right? I mean, that back row could pretty much be anything, and it would be really advantageous here. I just saw the way this guy reacted and I was like, did I miss something? What's going on? Like, surely this game is heavily in your favor. Did we, like, activate Max C and Called By existed? We just forgot about the Called By effect? No, doesn't look like it. I think it was just he went combat. And the guy was like, do I have anything I can do here? We banishing? Banishing. Summon. Wait, no, that was the hand. How did we gain access to the hand? What? I don't know enough about this deck, to be fair. Oh, of course we have the Cup C. Why would we not have the Cup C? Yeah, he is. There's your boy. Do we just negate this? Oh, if we negate this, they just special summon 2. Off of the effect of the synchro. Oh, I guess they could have done that anyway, right? Yeah, because we responded with the synchro effect in order to tag out. Yeah. Doodle. Look, this game should be over, right? Or am I crazy? We bounced, we looked, we negated, we passed. Yeah, this game should be well and truly over. And it was over, but for some reason it went on longer than I thought it needed to. Both of these players are playing drones, and now I'm very concerned. Huh? Bro went engaged drone into obedience school. Please nib their ass. It'd be so funny if you just nibbed their ass here. It'd be so sick. Link 1. Nib. 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 No! No, Nibiru! Tragedy. Tragedy. I don't know if Duat hit shelves yet, but it's basically here. All we need is Justice Hunters, and TCG will enter this heckin' Poggers format we're watching. Genuinely excited to play TCG again. Yeah, I think Duat is out, but I think we're quite a ways away from Justice Hunters. I hate Hornet drones so much. I hate Engage, but yeah, Hornet drones is up there too. They're all up there. Sky Striker has cards that do exist. They are real, and I'm not happy with them. And that's it. That's the board. Wow, crazy. Why is this guy here? It's so funny just seeing the token. Because that token don't do nothing. That token don't do nothing here. He's like, well, I mean, I might as well special summon it. Comedy. I'm like genuinely trying to think what the token even does here. Oh shit, Pank, what the hell? Wait, Pank's crazy. I love just Pank hitting the field. I love Pank, dude. I used to hate this card. This card's sick. This card's so cool. In modern Yu-Gi-Oh, I do think that Pank is a really cool card. But back when Pank was like limited, that card was nutty. That card was stupid. It like carried games by itself. It's like, here's a free 2600 body that also has the ability to pop and potentially dodge like interaction. It's so nasty. We can't really just go combat here, right? Yeah, the field spell makes this very clunky. If we were to go combat, we wouldn't be able to deal damage. And also, I don't think that the time rolls work the same. That synchro is way too shiny. That I will agree with. I'm not going to disagree with that. It definitely looks bad. Yummy! I don't, which one is this one? Lollipo. Come on, baby, lollipop, tell you why. Look as sweeter than a cherry pie. Rock and dance. Up! Pain. You got Ash. That was like the only way back into this game. Karaoke stream. I ain't no VTuber. I don't do karaoke streams. Does Peg even do anything here? He's just a guy. He's just a guy. He's not really gonna accomplish much, but he's there. He's having a good time. What if we go normal summon? Oh wait, we already did that. What if we go and cry? Yeah, I think we just lose here. Yeah. Oh, they got the turns wrong. Well, that was it. Yummy versus Yummy. Alright, now we're watching finals, which should be K9 VS versus Yummy. Snow VTuber win. No. Wait, Prospy's still in the game? Oh, Prospy's in the TCG too. Why is Prospy allowed? Can we ban this card? That's a crazy card to still have. Yeah, makes sense. Prospy's so unbelievably stupid. The fact that you feel like you have to Ash that is so dumb. Anyway, Yummy! Link. Effect. Fieldwood spell. Bring back. Shuffle back the Ash. Synchro Shokan. Grab Cupsy, grab Cookie. Cookie. Pitch to the Perulia. Special. Yep, Cupsy. Do we have anything here, or are we just like absolutely thoroughly cooked? Martial Metal Marcher, Herald, set to pass. Damn, that's kind of crazy. Oh, cool. Prospy 2. Prosperity 2? Why does everyone have this? Yo, is that Lakukaracha? Lakukaracha goes crazy here. Rhoda is not terrible, but it plays into Droll, which isn't great. Yeah, just grab Sue, makes sense, right? Sue, Xiaolong. Man, imagine if Sue had, like, actual attack stats. That'd be crazy. Reveal 2. We're going to elect to Reborn. Imagine Yummy winning the coin flip. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. The deck that, like, absolutely needs to go first. We special summon Xiaolong? Interesting. Xiaolong effect reveal 2. Oh, because we already had the Raisin in hand. This will trigger the other Xiaolong out of our hand, which is pretty good as well. Borgir! Oh, I forgot we had the Borgir. Yeah, we already revealed that. Yeah, we know 3 of the cards in hand. It's Raisin, Xiaolong, and Borgir. Wait, that's crazy. Electing to negate makes sense. Popping. Affected this guy to search. There's like Caesar Valius here. You still have the normal summon, so Mad Love's probably yeah. Okay, Caesar Valius makes sense. They might already have Mad Love, but I guess you already have access to Raisin as normal summon, so you really want to normal summon the Raisin. So that's likely what we're gonna do. Because we could like Raisin. Oh, will we put the Sue? The Sue zone is kind of blocking the zone you would want to normal summon the Raisin to. So maybe we like Link summon into the other zone, and then we go normal summon Raisin to pop the tuner, or to force the tuner out. But even then, like, we have 2 back row, likely the bounce, and look Kukuraja. Oh, what a good game. Oh, what a good game. What a fun game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, piss. Yeah, Caesar Valius here. I mean, Caesar Valius still pops a card and or just gets in for damage. So, like, that's not terrible. We can still normal summon the Raisin, and we still have the ability to play on the opponent's turn. But, like, that Maxi is just, like, a nail in the coffin, dude. That's so rough. Can we do anything here? I'm trying to think what we can accomplish without giving them draws, but like likely they're just gonna draw a bajillion cards. We could potentially OTK, but I don't really see this deck as efficient at OTKing. It's not like it's bad, but like it's not like it does it effectively against, you know, Maxi or known interaction. Like they still have a synchro summon here, and then they also have the 2 unknowns, which likely one of them is the bounce spell, which is kind of crazy. Hey, there's no timer, Paul. I love when there's no timer. That's my favorite. Yeah, there's a synchro. I would imagine we attempted to go combat there to walk over the guy. Reveal, activate effect, tag out. Reborn 2. Huh? What are they talking about? Huh? Is there a reason we didn't? Oh, I think they don't have targets in Grave for the effect of the synchro. I think that's what it was. Or something of that nature. I don't know. We attacked over the Cupsy. Why did we do that? Passing. Oh, no, we're adding... Are we adding back here? Attempting to? We still haven't normaled, so we still normal the Raisin. Unless I'm crazy? Have we normaled? No, I think we're resolving the effect of the rock. Yeah. Electing to special, sure. What does this guy do? This is the one that's special, right? If this starts synchro summoning, you can add 2, then discard 1. When your opponent activates a card or effect, you can return this to the extra deck to special summon 2 Yummies from Grave. Right. Oh, right, they all have that effect. We put that in the zone with the rock, meaning if we wanted to pop it, we would have to... Are we passing? Did we not normal summon? Am I going crazy? Did we normal summon? We just elected to keep the raisin in hand? Is that seems so silly. Why would we do that? Oh, because they would reborn. So we want to forego doing that and giving them as many bodies as possible? Oh, I think it's because they're out of, Link 1s. So they're like, oh, if I can cut you off of Link 1, you don't have a tuner with which to do anything. But, I mean, how much does that matter? Like, you just die here. Like, you have to do something, and then they just tag out, and then, yeah. Yeah, you're just cooked here anyway. I don't think it matters. Yep. Activate the effect, tag out, special summon the level 1, or the Link 1. And yeah, now we're just dead, right? Because they can like synchro and then they can tag it again. Yeah, we summon Raisin here, right? We summon Raisin to this column so that we can get rid of the tuners. That'd be my best assumption. But I think they're protected. I could be very wrong. It's gotta be that zone, right? Like it's gotta be that zone, right? Getting rid of the tuner. Because they can't tag out now. Or does it say up to? It might say up to. Wait. It does say up to. Never mind. Forget I said anything. Forget I said anything. Effect. No response. Search. Let me search here that does anything. Oh, Xiaolong's very good. Yeah? Yeah? We have another, Xiaolong in hand, right? Heavy board gear. And the Xiaolong. To nuke the column. Which theoretically cuts them off of, tuners. But then they can just do this, and do this, and search to add... Or discard one. So we just get more guys, more bodies, more. Yum, yum, yum. Yummy, yummy. Trying to think how we get out of this. Sue reveals Xiaolong. Yup. Sue hits the field and we elect not to use the effect of our synchro monsters. How interesting. There's no shot we have lethal here. We're not threatening lethal. Link 2? Level 3? Martial Medal? Likely this is... Oh! What is that? What in the hell is that? What? What card is that? I would love to know what card that is. It's a level 3 tuner. That's probably all that matters, right? Because now we make Herald. In attack position. Cute. Special the cookie. Shamansen Sorrow Cat? What is that? Oh, it's one word. That's hilarious. Once per chain, during your opponent's main phase, you can immediately synchro summon using this card. If this card is in your grave, you can trigger one of those synchro monsters in your grave, return it to the extra deck, and if you do, special summon this card, but banish him when it leaves the field. Okay, so it's just a guy, and it's a tuner. So it's just a guy that gets more guys. Interesting. Is that all 3 Cooksies? That's crazy! Okay, Xiaolong. We're electing to try and pop the Xiaolong? Is that what I'm seeing? We're trying to activate the effect of the... Yeah, because we tagged out there. Yeah. If you were going to bounce, it can be stopped by Herald, which makes this very frustrating. So we're going to reveal in order to try and book. We're change a guy to defense position. We're going to switch that guy to defense position. He dies. Synchro for this guy bring back 2. Big! That's basically what the yummies are. They're just big. Herald on the Caesar Valius. Yeah, resolves. Effect, special summon back. Big, large, big. Attack for well over lethal. Because all those little nuggins are like 2,500 right there. It's a very similar effect to that of the Plunder. Shipyard. Not Shipyard. The other one. Plunder. Field Spell. Or just like an insane boost. Mad Love met by Ash. Tragic. Imagine Mad Love resolving. Link 1. Synchro, Purge. Sorry. Link 1, Special Purge. Not good. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Ingage. Are we playing Droll? Droll goes crazy here. Droll would be crazy. No Droll. No Droll. Are we side decking Droll? Droll seems so good against this deck. Oh yeah, of course we just have everything. Why would we not just have everything? Yeah. Watch them like semi-limit obedience school. They're like, that's clearly the problem. And not this stupid ass Link 1. Oh yeah, that's the end of the game. Yeah, that's the end of the game. Phantasme! Oh. Phantasme could have done something. Book the field. Yeah. That game was over. That game was so over. We never actually ended up seeing the Dragon Tail deck, which is also very cool, which I do want to talk about. They'll semi-limit the worst Yummy name. Rude. So we're watching, this is Dragon Tail. Which is basically just, it's pretty much more or less just Brandon. It's just Brandon. Elixorial. Rude. Semi-limit to Obedience School sounds like the average OCG hit. Exact. But we should be able to see what more or less this deck does, right? It gets to set a whole bunch of crap, which is kind of crazy. Like, you fusion summon, and then you get to, like, set a whole bunch of stuff. And then you just keep playing, keep fusion summoning. They don't really do a whole ton, all things considered. Like, each one of these cards is, like, half an interaction. Vias has the rare of being able to use removal on virtually any turn, which is decent anti-yummy, but mostly hopes they don't draw extension. Yeah. Prayers. Wrong answer. Facts. Search. Yo, is that Sword Rise? X, send, aggregator, negate. Horn! Top. Rare quality. Okay. But now we get a fusion summon on the opponent's turn via the effect of our big guy, which then makes another big guy and can bounce up to the number of monsters used from hand or field as material. So he's going to bounce the entire hand back to the field. Or field back to the hand, so he just puts them all back. Not new leaks with the update. No new leaks with the update. As far as I have seen, there has been nothing in regards to... Oh. Wait a second. Tito? Did we get something? If we don't get anything, I wouldn't be surprised either, given the fact that... Well, no, actually, there should be something. There should be an announcement of a new pack. That's what I'm guessing. Nothing. So, likely... Probably just setting up the new event or something. Likely they're setting up the announcement and stuff like that. So there might be potential data mines for that, but as of right now, here's the thing. In 2 days, these 2 packs are gone. In 2 days, we're likely to receive either an announcement or just straight up a new thing. Granted, we haven't received a maintenance notice. So I would imagine it's likely to be an announcement of something. But that's it. I don't know. Likely there's going to be something. I would be more shocked if we spent a significant amount of time, like an entire month, waiting for a pack outside of just the Gladbees pack. So there's that. Anyway, beside the point. Dragon Tail. Fusion. Using 1 from deck. Mel. Pan also gets to activate, which sets us a bunch more cards. Pops a card. Then Grimmel, especially some of itself back, and this is well and truly over lethal. You put stock in the leaks after all that has happened and what we know from paper. What leaks? Actually, don't tell me. We don't talk about leaks. Leaks don't exist here. They're not real. Whoa, Dragoon! That's crazy! And we also get a set of thing and pop a card. Whoa. Also, goddamn, I fucking hate these stupid-ass Millennium cards. Can we get rid of them, please? Fiendsmith Punk? Pep truly is a card of all time. That is true. Pep is a card of all time. Surge, Fusion, sending both big guys, summon the big guy, effect 2, effect 3, Baylor! Oh no! Yeah, that makes sense. Put his ass in the grass. Had they chained that differently, I think they could have been able to remove entirely the golem, but not that big a deal. Dragoon Draco Tail is one of the weaker variants. That is true. You can only play 1 deck ever again, but it's full power. What am I picking? Tearlament? That's not close. Whoa. Oh, they lost. Okay. Yeah, Draco Tail's pretty interesting in, you know, in what it accomplishes. Oh, let's see it versus Laser Soul. Because it does a lot of really interesting things. But it's basically just like it's just branded. It plays very similar to that of like old school branded, where I mean it even has its own branded fusion. So yeah, and then it like generates advantage if it's used as fusion material. So it's just they should add holograms to Master Duel. Oh, like this? Oh, I hate this. I think they shouldn't do that. I disagree. Branded and the cooler branded. Ew. The branded that doesn't take, like, your entire soul to play. Raisin. Toggleable feature. Okay, I have a question for you. Have you ever played Duel Links? Because Duel Links does that, and let me tell you, no one likes it. I know no one who actually likes that feature. Everyone's like, bruh. So I disagree. I just don't think it's worth, like, development time for something like that. Like, I'd rather just get the cards on time than to have that. I don't need your stupid ass cosmetics. Search, normal, effect, search, fusion. Un, deux, trois. Chimera! Especially when there's like a grand total of 4 people potentially working on this. Holy shit, what a hand. Comedy. Comedy! We do get a draw to at the very least, which is nice. So there's that. Why did we put this in this zone? Because it doesn't matter. They don't have the necessary materials for that. Except for the fact that they do because of freaking... oh yeah, they just grabbed Sue here. Wait, Sue goes crazy here. Wait, we misplayed horribly. This matchup is one that loses over time. VS prints cards too fast for Draco Tail normally. Yeah. Not that the zone placement really mattered there, but still, very funny. Yep, Sue, reveal Raisin, effect, reveal 2, special summon Xiaolong, Xiaolong, reveal Fire, switch the guy. We do get a walk over the field, but that, like, how much does that matter, right? Like, you just normal summon Raisin, and then Raisin kills you. Ah, there he is! There's the guy! Add Xiaolong, a special Xiaolong. Fusion. Guardian Chimera. Oh, no. Ah, excuse me. We're gonna bounce 2, except for the fact that we're not because, no. And then we're gonna reveal 2. And we're gonna special summon off of the Holy Sue. And out comes What's Her Bucket. Bounce. The Raisin. Whoa, crazy. Anyway. Reveal 3, pop 1. Dude, Vanquish Soul is so sick. That's so stupid. Add the field spell. Yep, special summon back. And out comes the bounce. How much defense did that have? It had 1,000. Crazy. Hilarious. Put him back. Put his ass back. Anyway, fusion. Cute. Drun. Out comes Xiaolong. We're gonna swap a guy. Big! Rank 5, out comes Ripper. Ripper gets us into the entire K9 line off of the effect of our case. Case, grab, Izuna, special summon, activate effects, sending, special summoning. That is so much stinking damage. They're huge. They're huge. Dome them in the face for lots and lots of damage. Is this lethal? It's very, very close. They're pretty much dead. Yeah, Border just kills them here, right? There it is, burn effect! Dude, damn. Damn, Canine Vanquishal is so sick, dude. Oh. It's crazy because Dragon Tail like went off and was able to do pretty much everything that it wanted to do. And yet it just didn't matter because Vanquishal is that goated. Anyway. These numbers mean nothing. These numbers mean nothing. They're always like 4 to 5. They're always like maxed out, pretty much always. It's hilarious. It never matters. It never matters. Brother, I think the, what was it? The RB archetype? The robot archetype? Robot Baxter? I forget what they're called. That archetype was like solid 8s and 9s across the board. It's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Anyway, it's very funny. Least used cards, Typhon. What do you mean, Typhon? The least used card. No, that makes sense. Yeah, overall, Dragon Tail is a very interesting tech. It functions so similarly to that of like Branded though, that it really doesn't excite me. But at the very least, it is like fairly interesting. We have ranked to play. Hip hip hooray! It's been 2 hours. It's now time to play ranked. Yay! Is there anything really noteworthy? Did we get the new ban list? No, it's just the new season, right? When's the new ban list? New ban list is the 3rd or something. Yeah, it's the 3rd. It's like, do we have to play the new format now? Modern cards, do we like that though? Full support Ascent would bully near everything pre-2020. That is true. You're not wrong. That is technically accurate. Do we want to play Crystron? What's a fun deck to play? We could play Crystron. We could play... Whoa, we could play Vanquishal. We could play Sprite. We could play Tier. We could play... Gosh, nothing sounds fun right now. We could play Fiendsmith Unchained. That's like fairly decent. What was the point of the update? Likely they are putting in the announcements and stuff like that for like the next event. I like Vanquishal. Or not Vanquishal. Voice's Voice. I like Voice's Voice. Voice's Voice is fun. What if we didn't play... I don't know. There's just like nothing to play. That sounds fun. We'll play Crystron, sure. Argo Stars or War Rock? You do bring up a good point. Magic-y Fiendsmith. This is a hand that kind of requires me to normal summon Smiger. As long as I don't get Gamma here, we should be fine. You have Droll? Yep. Do you have a cockroach? It's a 50 card deck, so it's likely branded or some heinous criminal activity. Ash. Yup. Figured. Oh no! Anyway. Everyone's on Droll? Yes, I'm well aware. That's why I don't think Crystron's actually all that good. Because everyone's like planning to beat it right now. Sulfafnir, and Fistfern. We'll go Cluster, actually, here. Sulfafnir. Special summon the Citry. Wait, hold on. Yes, this one. Synchro Shogun. The Skeletos. The Skeletos. At Cluster. Imagine getting hand trapped. Couldn't be me. Special Tristaros and Fistfern. Fistfern doesn't do anything. We'll summon the Sulfador. Skeletos. Summon the Sulfnir. Sulfapnir. Into the boy. Woo, Yu-Gi-Oh! Hell yeah. Deck seems super resilient. I drew a Called By. I don't think that tells you shit. The deck seems? Nah, Called By. Normal summon the boy. Activate. Golem. Golem. No applicable card name, I don't know. Add Wedgoo. Yeet. Add this guy. Alright, let's do this. I'm a greedy bastard. They simply don't have Nib. Nib is not a card that exists. It can't hurt you. Smile. Coolio. What happened, Grave? That's not special? Oh, that guy. Right, right. It's tier limit, watch. See? I told you. We hit a Fistfern and a Sulfenir. Or a Sulfador. That's crazy. Yep. Crime. Happiness. Whoa. What if I milled them? That'd be crazy. Those are definitely cards. With this turn. Grab. Solfafnir. Right? Abnormal, right? Yeah. Make SP. Halfness. Comedy. Sure. Coolio. Sulfanier. Hitch Cluster. Special. Pop. Sulfanier. Special. Smiger. Sulfador. Smiger. Yeet. Sulfador. Send you. And another Smiger. Smiger. Inclusion. Add. Sulfador. Special. Tristaros. Let's go with Skeletos. Yeet. Skeletos. Cluster. Tristaros. Special. What do I want to avoid here? Super polymerization. In which case, let's do this. Because this plays best around super polymerization. I still get owned by it nonetheless, but this is still arguably best. Cool. I know they have crime in hand and nothing else. Cool, yeah. Ready, Super Poly. Yeah, that's fine. Sheeran. Sheeran effect. Hold by. Cold Light is a fair and balanced Yu-Gi-Oh card. Smile. Go Citry. Target the Sulfador. Special Sulfador. Synchro Shogun. Dragster. Triple Tack. Sure. What do you have that does anything here? Make a 10? Sure. We'll put back the Citry. Light Fiend. Sure. Sure. Engraver in hand. Yup, yup, yup. Out comes Lacrima. Lacrima. Targeting the Engraver. Not really worried about anything that they mill here. Yeah, that's fine. I know that they have Crime. This could potentially give them Scream. That's fine. This negates and destroys, right? Yeah. Heartbeat. Sure. Shuffler. Sure. Requiem. Requiem effect. Engraver. Sure. Okay. So this is Desiree Crime Pass. Yeah, I think I did misplay this a bit, but we do have Sulfador as follow-up. The Shuffler Send was a bit frustrating. I probably should have just negated that. I'm gonna go like Pilgrim Reaper. Foolish Burial. The fuck are you sending? Yeah, sure. I guess a second Shuffler? Snow. Yeah, I should have negated that. Snow kills me here. Yeah, that was really stupid. Why didn't I? Because I know the last card in hand is Crime. So like that was just a stupid decision from me. dude, that's crazy. So you're telling me you have crime with nothing? You don't even have a live crime? You should have kept that shit in your hand. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they realized their mistake immediately. Uh-huh. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, I have my own SP to contest their SP. I think I win this. The hell are we shuffling back? Swagger? This is a terrible... Well... I guess you kind of have to, right? Yeah. Doesn't matter. I have the Sulfador in hand. It literally doesn't matter. So I know the crime's offline. I know that they have snow, but snow doesn't really do anything here. I mean, it kind of does, but it really doesn't. You're kidding me that that's the draw. That's so unlucky, dude. Yo, I can make Typhon. Cool. Anyway, Sulfador, target. Man, I played like shit, and I still think we win here. They also shuffled back my... Exene? No, it did go to this. Thanks, bud. Damn, dude, I love when both players play like shit and get rewarded. Just add the Smiger here. Okay. Woof, dude. What a game. Can't wait for a tier version to win Worlds again. True. True. What a hand, by the way. This hand kind of crazy. Ogre? Interesting. Ogre? I'm fairly certain it's Ghost Ogre. Could be Ash. Which wouldn't be too shocking. Electing not to. How interesting. Play 2 Wet Goo, right? Yeah, okay. So we had this guy. We could have, like, Imperm here. Very realistic possibility. Man, Tristaros is kind of crazy. What a crazy, silly, stupid card. Just being able to, like, normal summon it and then be like, alright, if you hand trap me, I get to do stuff. Oh. Yoink. Yada yoink? Oh, okay. Thank you. Coolio. Let's go Smiger. Prop of Conclusion. Ash? Honestly, Ash there would not have been bad. But maybe they're trying to Ash the, Sulfenir. Or Sulfador. Let's add to hand our... Honestly, I think we had Cluster here. Yeah, let's add Cluster. That makes the most sense. Sulfador. Negating Sulfador here is likely what they're planning to do with Ash. No, I think it is Ghost Ogre. Yeah. And Ghost Ogre kind of sucks ass here. Let's go with this Fern. What do we have here? There's like a Tristaros. Smiger? Smiger probably, right? Yeah. We'll Sulfenir. Sulfafnir. Hiwa. Hiwa. Special. Pop Cell. Fecto. Special Citri. Sinkuro Shogun. Using Citri. Should I have used Tristaros there? No. No. I'm almost certain they have Ghost Ogre. I'll add the, I don't know, Smiger to hand, sure. You'll go Inclusion. I don't know, special summon this guy. Into this guy. Tristaros. I have something. Ash. Sure. Okay. So I think they have Ash Ogre there, then. That's fine. Diabellstar. Go. Right? Like, almost assuredly, it's Diabellstar here. It's either that or a Millennium card. Lacrima. If I ghost over this, they just go that into that into that. Yeah, that's fine. Not exactly the most threatening normal summon. That's probably the worst normal summon they could have had. Yeah, that doesn't really accomplish anything for me. Out comes Engaver. Yup. Sure. Engraver effect. Shuffling back there. Yeah, we go SP. Ghost Ogre. Sure. Sure, yeah, that's fine. What am I worried about them making here? Sequence? Like, that's the only thing I'm really concerned about. Sure. Okay, cluster. Shuffle back the... this turn. Yeah, if you're normal summoning Lacrima, that hand must be weaker. That's like the least favorite normal summon. Oh, you're playing Horus cards. Oh, right, because you're bad. I forgot. I forgot where I'm at. We're in Diamond. Oh, I forgot. We're in Diamond. Of course. Damn, dude, just pin the coin flip, forehead. It's that simple, forehead. This... okay. This is a pretty good hand. Wet Goo. Plays. Plays. It's a fact. What kills me here? Ghost Ogre? Yeah, that's kind of it. Special. Effect. Search. Sengagen. We can't go like Thisfern, Search. Like, what would be our best option? Our best option is go Thisfern here to search like Tristaros. There's Ash. Called by. Do you have Ghost Ogre? Or no, not Ghost Ogre. You could have like Imperm here. Man, Called by so stupid, dude. Yeah, I win that game literally off of the back of Called by. Because if they have like a second hand trap there, and I don't have Called by, I do just kind of lose. Like, there's not a whole lot that I could have done there. I could have made like SP pass, but that's like really bad. What a great game. What a great, fun, interesting game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, they didn't have another hand trap. Dude, my favorite is the one of super polymerization. I heckin' love one of super polymerization. and 1 Ghost Ogre, and 1 Nib, and 1 Effect Veiler. All for crossout targets. Why are we not playing Droll? This should absolutely be Droll, right? Like, a bajillion % of the time, Super Polymerization here should at least be Droll for crossout, and just because it's, like, generally good. But, like, Droll kills you. Droll is such a hugely detrimental card. If we're going to be playing crossout, you better be playing Droll. Or I should say, if you're playing crossout with a bunch of, like, one-ofs in order to use the crossout with it, like, you should probably be playing Droll. This, Chat. New selection pack. Gee, I wonder what it is. Struggling in Wonderland. Whoa! Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? When is it available? Oh, the day the new pack goes live? Whoa! I fucking hate when I'm right. Man, I hate when I'm right. Yeah, we're getting Tenyi, we're getting Liberator Etio, we're getting the Battle Wasp shit, but of course we're getting Malice. Whoa, crazy. Man, such a tragedy. Such a tragedy. That being said, this does change quite a bit in regards to everything. I'm going to tell you this, chat. I'm going to tell you right now. I had a video. So Master Duel is literally becoming unplayable. True. I had a video ready to go live. That was a tier list for climbing for July. Because I was like, well, we already got the pack. Like, I'll make it. I don't know if we're going to get anything else. So maybe I'll make the video. I decided not to post it. I was going to post it today. But I was like, I'll wait. I'll wait as much as I can. I will wait. And the video, like, it didn't have Malice. Didn't have Ryzeal. And I was like, I'm almost certain there's something. And yeah, I hate it. I hate it when I'm right. Also, we are getting the Eldritch card, which is pretty cool. But this being a UR is criminal. Criminal activity. Delta of Invitation being a UR is a crime. I just noticed this pack is completely useless outside of Malice. You just noticed? You expected it to be useful? I would be surprised if the deck doesn't come to us pre-hit. So I hate to break it to you, Antonio. There are no hits to Malice. It's just... hooray. Here we have team rankings. Who ended up winning? Season results. Who ended up winning? Tatsuki. Why is it always you, Tatsuki? Piss off. Tatsuki again. Tatsuki 2, Electric Boogaloo. Team ranking. Team player. Okay. Is this the whole team? Oh, yeah, they made the team. Team leader, player. Team member, player. Team member, player. Dude, imagine playing in a Duelist Cup and getting 152nd. And not getting a single season point. That's gotta be so irritating. That's gotta be so annoying. So, what a good game. What a good game. What a good system. What a great system. So I think these 3 teams... Or no. I have 0 points. Hip hip hooray. Why does it show mine? Team ranking. So are these like pre-made teams specifically? No, these were teams made post Duelist Cup, which ended up getting them the rewards for just the qualifier. That's interesting. Anyway, I don't know who these people are. Not gonna lie, don't know who any of these people are. But is it... How many teams go to Worlds? It's just 2, right? It's just... Yeah, it's just 2 off of season points. That's what I was wondering. I was like, is it 3 or is it 2? So it's the title holder, the one from each region, which I believe is 6. Sorry, 7, right? Because it's 6 from the different regions. 2 of which come from EU. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, title holder. The 2 season points. And then the 1, 2, 3 Duelist Cups. Cool. Which one is better, Malice or Ryziel? Ryziel. It's not close. Ryziel is significantly better. Even at full power, I would still say Ryziel is better. But you could make the argument that Malice full power is better. But I think it kind of depends on the rest of the format. Because if it's just like Malice versus Ryziel, you could argue Malice is better. But if there's like any other deck, then I do think Ryziel is better. Because I think Malice just has too many silver bullets. Where you just kind of like immediately lose the game. Things like Nibiru. Although that won't matter nearly as much because of Apo still existing. But things like Nibiru, things like Maxi, Fuwalos, and Meowls, which I hope we get. And then, of course, Lancia. We don't need another Apo deck? No, we surely do, right? Smile. Also, likely what's going to happen is we're going to get all of the cards in regards to Malice. So we're not going to have like 1 wave and then 2 waves. Which is really kind of expected. I'm also expecting 5 Malice URs, right? Heart Cryptor, likely one of the other, probably Whitebinder, right? Heart's Cryptor and Whitebinder are likely to be URs. Dormouse and the other starter that sets the trap are also likely to be URs. And then either the field spell or the quick play. No, it's not the quick play. It's probably going to be the field spell, right? So it's like 9, 10, 11 URs likely. It's a little annoying. But it's not that bad. Except for the fact that you're also going to have all of the other like cyber stuff, like Mathmech Circular and all of that bullshit. So I don't know. I don't love it. Dormouse, Field Spell, Cryptor, Binder are my callouts. I see them holding March Hare hostage. No, I don't think there's a world in which we don't get full support here. Yeah, I just don't see a world in which we don't get full power tier 0 Malice. I hope everyone's ready for tier 0 Malice. Because here's the thing. The reason this deck is going to be tier 0 is because, simply put, it is far and away better than pretty much everything else. If Snake Eye was previously the best deck, even like post-ban list, if like, what, Blue Eyes is the best deck, Blue Eyes gets hard shit on by Malice. It's not even going to be close. Chaos Hunter, Ghost Bell, Nib are our only hopes. Chaos Hunter. Yeah, we're going to play Chaos Hunter. Ghost Bell's like fairly decent. But like, I don't think there's a deck, especially at full power, that competes with Malice with access to Appaloosa, with access to the entirety of the Math Mech stuff, with access to Link Decoder and Splash Mage and all of the Cyber stuff that's available to them. Like, I genuinely do not see a world in which we have to deal with anything other than Malice, basically. So, yeah, I hope everyone's ready for a Tier 0 format. Unless they were to announce... No. Yeah, unless for some reason they don't give us full power Malice and give us, like, a neutered version less than what we got in the TCG, it's going to be Tier 0 and it's going to be insanely powerful. Tragic. On top of that, the next pack is going to be Ryzeal. If we're getting Malice now, the next pack is going to be Ryzeal because they want to shake it up for Worlds. Which is going to be my, like, trap card that I have set. My, like, official take. Which is not that surprising, right? But yeah, I don't know. I'm just sad. I'm just sad. Because, like, this format's gonna suck. It's gonna be so boring. Unless we get a neutered Malice, which there's been no ban list, so we're not getting anything, right? Unless they ban, like, 13 cards. It's gonna be, like, really frustrating. This is want to do what they did a long time ago and update the ban list when the pack drops. They could do that, but I don't think they've done that since... What, like, Tier? Was it with Tier that they did that? For, like, 2 years ago? Three years ago? It's been a while. And that was, like, the first time they did that, too. No. It was Adventure, right? Adventure was the first one. And that was when we found out that Adventure was going to be limited. And then they stopped doing that and they started announcing it early. Because I think with Tier, we did get the announcement early that it was going to be limited in some capacity. Lancia single-handedly kills Malice. Sure, bud. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Lancia kills Malice. Maybe they gave us Suda? Maybe. They won't. No, the hell it doesn't. The problem with Malice is that it's a Cyber stack, so half of their cards specifically interact with Grave and specifically play better with the Grave. Lancia does hurt the deck significantly, but that matters significantly less when they can still do their full combo without banishing a single card. We can have 2 Runic Fountain now, right? We could have had 3. We could have had full power Runic for the last, like, year, and it wouldn't have changed anything. Though True Not a Soul would have played in the TCG or OCG. You know what Cybers means. Cybers Dum Dum is back. Woo. Yeah, I'm not excited. We can't even, like, side deck cards. That's the problem. Is, like, Malice does significantly worse into side decked cards, right? There's a lot of hate that really hits Malice in particular. Lancia being one of them, right? Lancia hurts significantly and allows you to actually play the game. But, like, dude, imagine main decking Lancia and then all of a sudden your opponent, like, normal summon Snake Eye Ash. It's like, fuck, dude. Man, this card doesn't do anything. Runic is a bad idea in Malice format. Banish bonus card. No, it's great. No, it's great. Just banish your opponent's Malice monsters, and then as soon as they hit the field, you just activate Tikbu, and it doesn't matter. Or you go into Folgo and you pop all of their cards and you go, haha, loser. Main decking side deck cards is so unhealthy in a best of 1 format. Yeah. 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 I hope we get Meowls. Please tell me we get Meowls. I will main deck Meowls. Meowls, I could see myself legitimately main decking and it actually doing something. But, like, I ain't main decking Lancia. You can't make me main deck Lancia. Each passing day, I think that Master Duel is a social experiment to see how far players can be pushed before they kill the game. True. True. And then you play literally any other card game and you go, nah, Master Duel's not that bad. Stun doesn't seem too bad of an idea now. Yeah. Yeah, play Stun. Please. Please play Stun. It's an MK Ultra experiment. It's the CIA PSYOP. I don't know. I can't. Malice is like the worst option here. Here's the thing. If Ryzeal were to hit Master Duel, arguably it would be tier 0. That being said, I still think there's more options available to you with Ryzeal's existence than with Malice. If Malice exists, you play fucking Malice or you play Stun. There's nothing else. You play those two decks because that's it. You either have to prevent Malice from playing the game or Malice kicks your teeth in. That's it. Play Gimmick Puppet, play FTK Turbo, play Stun, something else, something of that nature, or you're playing Malice. Ryzeal says there are specific decks that I immediately kill. Things like Millennium become significantly worse. Things like, I don't know, like, what's a good example of a deck that like needs their cards face up on the field? Things like Labyrinth become like horrible, right? And there's a lot of decks that still have the ability to play. Goblin Biker gets like significantly better, right? Snake Eye is still extremely strong and can still basically play the game, right? All of the Fiendsmith variants are still playable and like still fairly decent, right? You know, all of the like Crystron's still not bad because like destroying the cards is not really that big of a deal. It's like a little bit annoying, but it's not that big of a deal, right? And a bunch of stuff like that where it's like overall the Ryzeal engine is very powerful, but you still have play similar to that of like Tier, where it never really killed anything. It just made like this one deck is really powerful and you just have to have a specific answer for it. But like it never really felt like you were out of the game. Tier is a bad example. What's a good example? Tri-Brigade or Sword Soul. You're never really out of the game with either of those decks, but they were still like significantly stronger than pretty much anything else. Anyway, I made a joke last year about it being an MBT masochist ban list format, and now it basically is. True. Tier is good versus Ryzeal without Dweller. Too bad Dweller exists. For Ryzeal. Speaking of which, this makes Worlds significantly more interesting, I will say. I am now significantly more excited for Worlds, because first of all, we're not going to see just a bunch of Malice, right? We're going to see Malice and Ryzeal. And then something the third player gets to play, which honestly sucks to suck, dude. Oh, you're not playing Malice or Ryzeal? Good luck. Honestly, what might happen, this sounds crazy, but stay with me here, right? If we get Malice Ryzeal for Worlds, both of which at full power, more or less, right? The third best deck, I think, is still just like Snake Eye. You just play like Snake Eye, Millennium, Fiendsmith, and you go, brother, you're not playing Droll as your third card. I'm just gonna FTK you with this dumbass combo. Good luck. Good luck. Like, it's either that or it's, I don't know, some like 60 card tier branded variant that just like doesn't care and plays like an infinite amount of power spells. But, like, I genuinely think there's not a whole lot that you could actually... what even do you... I have no home in the meta after the pack. As White Bander snatches my chain, banishes my Garunix, and steals my girl. True. Kashira might be decent this meta. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, imagine having a whole bunch of guys that immediately die to inconsistency. Or more specifically, that die to literally any interaction. It's like, nice unicorn. Anyway, imperm. Like, yeah, dude, sick. Kashira's, like, not bad going second, except for the fact that they don't care. They're like, yeah, cool, dude. Nice unicorn. Anyway, get Appoed. Tenpai? Tenpai might do something. It also could do potentially nothing. Because, like, the problem is I don't know what Malice ends on currently, but, like, I guess you could be, like, Topologic Bomber pass, right? I think here's what you all should be doing. Everyone, write this down. Write this down, okay? Everyone go into your deck builder and craft this little card called Red Reboot. And I want you to stick this into every deck that you play. I want you to put this into every deck you play. This card goes crazy and will win you so many games. This is the side deck card, and is insane. Oh, your Malice opponent wanted to fucking dodge your Veiler? Omega lol? No. Oh, your opponent wanted to, you know, interact with you with via trap cards to special summon guys? Pfft, no. Turn them all off. This is why Solemn Judgment's at 2. Oh, your opponent wanted to play the game as Malice? Brother, I said, no. The thing is, a lot of what Malice does is via trap cards, and if you can literally just invalidate the trap cards, you do tend to do significantly better. That being said, you still have to deal with the entirety of the Cyber Sandboard and the hand traps, so you're still fucked. But still, you could, like, at least make it seem reasonable. We probably won't see a Rise Heart pass much anymore due to Malice. True. Though, to be fair, how much cash a Rise Heart pass have you actually seen? I never see that happen. Like, it happens, like, once in a blue moon. Most of the time, they, like, look at me funny. There's like, here's Unicorn. And then I go, no. And they go, have a nice day. And then they explode. Or they go, normal summon Rise Heart, and I go, what is this? And they go, I'm trying. Oh yeah, you wanted to use pink cards? This season is gonna be brutal. Absolutely. Get your games in now. Get your games in before the 3rd, because the 3rd, it's gonna be pain. It's gonna be painful. It's gonna be horrible for everyone involved, and everyone's gonna hate it. Who is this meta for? It's for one person. The person who likes Malice. That's it. And even that, I don't even think it's for, because this format's gonna suck, because it's all just gonna be Malice mirrors, and those aren't exactly interesting. I'll go back to playing the Raito remaster. I might start playing Elden Ring on stream. I'm not gonna lie. I've started playing Elden Ring, because I bought it for Steam Summer Sale. I have 3 new games we could play, chat. I have 3 new games we could potentially play. Let me... How do I do this? I have 3 new games. Does this work? It did. Sick. I have 3 new games. Do you see these 3 games here? I have Fallout New Vegas. I have Warhammer 40K. The new, like, Warhammer game. And I have Elden Ring. All from the like, Steam event. Like, those are 3 very good games. People love those games. I could just do that. Oh. Anyway. Time to return to Xenoblade. I know many of you would probably enjoy some of that, but I don't know. To 1 rank per day just to get ahead of the new pack? This man. We just go back to Shadowverse? Yeah! I don't think we could do that. I'm not gonna lie. Wait, could you imagine playing Shadowverse? I think I'd rather play against Malice, I'm not gonna lie. I think I'd rather play against Malice. But yeah, dude, I'm very much so not excited for this. The one thing that I will say that this does make me excited for is that because we're getting Malice now, it's a high chance we get Ryziel next. Right. If we're getting Malice now, the next pack in August is likely to contain Ryziel, so that we have Malice Ryziel for Worlds. That is like the one hope that I have. That's like the one thing that I think would make this good. Speaking of which, what are we getting for Worlds in the TCG? What format is that going to be? I heard these malware girls are coming. Yeah, that is technically true. What a tragedy, dude. Man, this pack it's so funny because they are like literally the only thing that they are like. Here's the featured theme. It's just Malice. It's just Malice. It's Struggle in Wonderland. It's just Malice. It's just Malice. They know it. They know it. And everything else just doesn't matter. It's so funny. Dragon Tail? VS without K9? Did we get the new V? Okay, what is the most recent set in the TCG? The most recent set is Duelist Alliance? Duelist Advance, which contains the VS card. When was this released? This releases in 4 days. 3 days. 3 days. This releases in 3 days, which contains the Vanquish Soul cards, the Archmage cards. Oh, shit. Oh, Archmage goes crazy. The Archmage cards, the Lunalight stuff. Oh, Super Quant. Oh, that's interesting. And I think that's it. We do get Valon, which is very interesting. Not a whole lot. The reason I say there's not a whole lot here is because I'm thinking of what's going to be playable at Worlds. Am I going crazy? Hold on. Am I going crazy? Where's the fucking field spell for Vanquish Soul? What? Huh? Do we already have that? There's like no shot we just don't get this, right? Have we gotten all of the cards announced yet? I don't think we have, right? Like, surely there's more cards that we just haven't yet seen. Surely there's more cards. Surely we're getting more of, like, the Vanquish Soul stuff. There's no shot we're not, right? This scares me. I'm scared. If it's just Holy Sue, that doesn't do enough. The reason I'm bringing this up is because for Worlds, they do a combined ban list where they basically... the heaviest hit to any individual card is the hit that takes place for said card. So at Worlds, basically any of the new archetypes that are yet to be released in the game, if the TCG and or other such formats don't have access to that, they will not be available. And the same thing for the TCG exclusives. So things like the Archmages will not be at Worlds because they are a TCG exclusive archetype. Same thing with Yummy, and with a bunch of the other stuff that we have yet to see. Sartsu and Rocks were revealed together. Okay, I'm not just going crazy. They are announced. Good to know. I figured that was the case. I'm just like... huh? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Anyway, the point that I'm bringing up here is that with the combined ban list, things tend to get a bit funky. So going into Worlds, you kind of have to look at, like, a meta prior, and that tends to be what is, like, meta at the time. So it's very silly sometimes. And then sometimes you get the Worlds where frickin' Sword Soul was in the finals against, like, Dragon Link. And then sometimes you just get, like, the format that we've been playing, like, at 2024 Worlds, where it was just Snake Eye UL, which was the format that we were playing with, like, very, very minor changes. That being said, I do think that this will be a very different Worlds. I think Malice... What are the actual hits to Malice in regards to the OCG? Let's actually look at the ban list real quick. Looking at the OCG... ban March. Oh, that works for our purposes. Because I don't think the other ban list really matters too much. I don't think anything's forbidden. I don't think anything's limited either. Am I wrong? Do they limit anything for Malice? Malice. I don't think so. Yeah, Sword Ryzeal was limited. X Ryzeal was limited. Yeah, I don't think they touched anything in regards to Malice. Because, of course, Konami plays favorites. And I think recently they didn't change anything else either. Unless I'm missing something? Am I missing something? No, I'm not missing anything. Yeah, so I think Malice is going to be at, like, full power. That's something. Oh, cool. Worlds is going to be dominated by Malice. Fuck yeah, dude. That's exactly what I want to see. Just Malice mirroring all over the place. Man, this Worlds might suck. This Worlds might be absolutely hot diggity darn garbage. Did we at least get the Orchid stuff? I believe the Orchid stuff is in this set too, right? I don't know why it's not here. I have no idea. YGO Pro is going crazy. Let me see if it's on here. Oh yeah, we're getting the RB archetype. I forgot about that. Oh, we're getting the Sky Striker cards. Oh, wait, that's crazy. Does Droll do anything to Malice? No, not really. Kinda. No, not really. Orcus was last set. Thank you. Wait, really? It was in Alliance Insight? No, it wasn't. Am I going crazy? Yeah, no, it wasn't. Liar! Was it the... Is it Battles of Legend? Oh, it's Battles of Legend. I knew it was there. Technically, you are technically correct. In that this is kind of the last set. Because this is the set that I think was announced prior to... Like, I think I don't know. We've seen more of this than I think we've seen the other one. But that being said, it technically is not announced. Or it's not out yet. That being said, it will be out for Worlds. So, what would Worlds consist of? Worlds is just going to be Malice, right? It's just going to be Malice. Unless a ban list happens, which it won't. But unless, like, a ban list were to happen, where Malice gets hit in some capacity. Like, I struggle to think of a world in which Malice does... I don't know. Let's check out the OCG ban list. Looking for Malice hits. Are there any Malice hits? I don't think so. I think Malice is fully untouched in the OCG. I lied. Dormouse is at 1. Okay, that matters significantly. Was that the only hit? Oh, right. They limited alert. Wow, crazy. What a good hit. Dude, I love when I'm right. I remember seeing this. I remember seeing Allure of Darkness being limited and being like, hey, why is Allure of Darkness limited in the OCG? Like, this doesn't do anything. And they went, and I remember a bunch of people being like, no, like, it hurts Malice. Like, Malice wants to draw cards. And I looked up lists, and there was, like, one list that I found that was playing Allure of Darkness. We even have Gold Target 2 in Master Duel. Hip hip hooray. Yay. But I remember this was right before, because this was the ban list right before Malice, like, took over. And then Malice was the best deck. Because they had just gotten some new cards, and, like, the one Dormouse just, like, didn't fucking matter. And all of a sudden, it was the best deck. And then they immediately, like, printed a bunch of different stuff. They, like, printed, I think it was Yummy first or something like that. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is I don't think this hit does enough. I think Malice is still playable at Worlds. So I'm expecting a bunch of Malice to be seen both at Master Duel and in the TCG. Speaking of which, how's Duel Links going? Is Duel Links meta interesting? It's never interesting. I'm just lying to you. Should all stop tier? It won't be. Wait, we have fucking novels? Dude, what is the point of playing? What is the point of playing speed duels? Why even play this game? Like, genuine question. Malice is here? Yeah. Speedroid, Shadal, Utopia, Ancient Gear. Ancient Gear with the new support, by the way. Dude, seriously, what is the point? What is the point? Not surprised a ritual deck is bad in Master Duel or in Duel Links? Wow, crazy. Who would have guessed? But even with that being said, brother, it's at full power. They have everything. Imagine this deck not being good. Wait, that's crazy. This deck's insane. How good is their skill? You can use the skill's first and second effect once per turn if your deck contains a total of 12 or more cards that are novellas and or recipe cards. Fuck you, I hate this card. I hate this skill. Why do skills do this? Ah! How many days are left on the duel pass? Wrong one. Six. Anyway, what were we talking about? What's the rest of the skill? I didn't even read the rest of it. I didn't even read the effect. Sorry, you can activate the first and second once per turn. Awesome. 1, if you control, that one, set a recipe card from your deck. This card can be activated the same turn. Then you can apply the following effect. Shuffle up to 2 monster cards from your hand or face a field into the deck, then draw the same number of cards. You're telling me this deck isn't the best deck in the game? From turn 2 onward, add 1 Concours de Cuisine, Culinary Confrontation, from deck to your hand. We have the counter trap, right? Yeah. So you're telling me this really isn't like the best deck in the game? Huh? Dude, the skill power creep is it's got to be studied. How does Konami keep doing this? Konami's so bad at power creep, dude. It's crazy because Duel Links was so good. It was so good. And then they made Xyz, and it went downhill from there, and it stopped being good. Anyway, how's Rush Duel doing? Hey, it's not tier 0. That's a boon. I swear, Rush Duel is in a tier 0 format more than it's not. It's always like, here's the new Rush Duel deck. And it's like, cool, now everyone has to play that deck. Because every other deck sucks balls. Peak comedy, dude. Peak comedy. Tier -1. Might as well let Jin releaser of rituals if you give that skill. Dude, yeah. Which novels was better in regular duels? The deck is so funny. I feel that same way about Mimighoul, dude. Mimighoul is so fun. Too bad it sucks. And it doesn't do anything. But it's such a cool concept. This is a cool idea, and it's just like, doesn't do anything. The worst one being Fire Emblem. With power creep? How so? What? What does that even mean? Fire Emblem is a single-player game. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, the mobile game. Yeah, that game is not real. It can't hurt you. That's literally every gacha game, though. Every gacha game, you're just like, I'm sorry, what? Except for one! Chat, I must tell you, of the greatest game that does happen to be a gacha game, but the greatest game that I have ever played. Its name is Arknights, and you should play it. Arknights is an incredible tower defense game that doesn't fucking power creep nearly as bad. It's awesome. I still use day 1 operators or day 1 like characters to this day, and they're still incredible. I heckin' love it. If you're looking for a game to play, genuinely Arknights. Play it. It's great. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. It does everything right. Fire Emblem Heroes passives, but pen scales to fucking put pen scales to shame. That is hilarious. Arknights, I only know the songs are slaps. The songs absolutely are slaps. Check it out. Last year, read one skill from a new character, immediately deleted the game. Should I look into Arknights? Or, not Arknights. Fire Emblem Heroes? Anyway, I have no idea what we're gonna likely get at Worlds for Speed/Rush Duel. It could be a myriad of things, right? There's a chance that we get... Realistically, in Duel Links, we're likely to still receive, I think, 2 packs. Same thing with... Actually, it's probably 1 pack each for Speed and Rush Duel. So that could significantly shake up the meta. When was the last time we received a pack for this? It was probably... Yeah, we got a Rush selection pack. And we got a Rush pack here. So that was at the end of June. When was the last Speed Duel one? That's what I care about. That's always what I care about. There'll be one eventually. I promise. Did I miss it? Am I blind? Please tell me I didn't miss it. I think I missed it. I don't think I missed it. I think I missed it. Hold on. Leaks and updates. Okay, that didn't help. Farming events. Villager gem guide. Pack open. Go to the pack opener. Choose a box. That's the Rush one. That's the Rush one. Chaos Voltage. Yeah, that one. Enter. Go. I broke it. It, like, immediately fucking broke. What are you talking about? Can I open it back? Oh, there we go. Oh, fuck, it was branded. Oh, this was the Shadal pack. Wait, I know this pack. Why is Speedroid the best deck right now? Oh, because Speedroid got scratched. What's the Speedroid skill? I gotta know. What is this Speedroid skill, and why is it so obscenely busted? Crystal Clear Wing Acceleration. Why are we getting another Worlds that Speedroid is going to be the best deck at Worlds in Duel Links? There's no shot that happens again, right? There's no way we get a second Worlds at Duel Links where Speedroid is the best deck. Come on. Sprite research space and reading / listening to the voice lines. Otherwise, no, don't play it. I'm gonna play it. Anyway, what does it say? You cannot normal or special summon any monsters except for Clearwing, Synchro, and Speedroid monsters. Clearwing, Synchro Dragon, and Speedroid monsters. That is very specific. You can only use the second and third effect once per duel. Send 2 cards from your hand and or field to the grave to play a Clearwing Synchro Dragon from your extra deck or grave. If you control... I hate this game. Yeah, sure. If you control a level 10 monster or only your opponent controls a monster, add a Speedroid card or a Speed Recovery from your deck or grave to your hand. If it is turn 2 onward, you can also send a level 5 different... If it is turn 2 onward, also send 5 different Speedroid monsters from outside of your deck to the grave. These cards can be special summoned. What the fuck? Why do I get a mill 5? It's not even mill 5. It's put 5 into the grave. Why do they do this? What the fuck? Dude, this is comparable to that stupid ass Blackluster Soldier skill that just like put 7 cards into your grave. It's like, hey, I heard your deck's bad. Here's mill 7. Why? I don't understand. I don't get it. Why do they do this? Yeah, you don't even have to play the fucking cards. They're just there. They're just there. I hate this game, dude. I hate this game so much. It's so bad. Dude, these skills are so bullshit. They're not even interesting. They just do the combo for you. Oh my gosh. Is there a reason to play this over just Master Duel? I genuinely need to hear an explanation from someone who plays this game as to why they enjoy playing this game as opposed to Master Duel. Because I cannot understand, especially with the fact that, like, most of the decks are just the same. Like, it's just the same pace as Master Duel. One of the reasons I started playing Duel Links was because it was like, one, it was one of the only ways to actually play Yu-Gi-Oh! Online, especially like in terms of a official client. It was like the only way to do that. But two, it was a great way to get into Yu-Gi-Oh! Without having to learn all of the complex mechanics. And at this point, it's just as complex as Master Duel. Like, I can't even recommend this for newer players. Because guess what? I sure hope you like reading skills too. It's like, oh, you thought pendulums were bad. Cool, here's a pendulum skill. Not only do you have to read all of the pendulums, you now also have to read all of the skills. It's like, why would you do this? Why would you do this, people? Don't do this, Konami. Why are you doing this, people? It's fine. I'm fine. I'm having a good time. The difference from a skill that mulligans to or painful choice from thin air. I get it. You're right. You're right. Novell has a shit skill in comparison. Dude, I can't. That's such a... It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Even the Shadal skill is stupid. Dude, read this shit. You can only use the second effect once per duel. At the beginning of the duel, add 6... Sorry. Sorry, let me say this again. At the beginning of the duel, add... Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 Shadal monsters to your extra deck. Then send 3 random Shadal normal traps from your deck to the grave. During all of your turns, you cannot normal or special summon monsters with a level except Shadal monsters and spellcaster monsters. The second effect, sorry, that is just an inherent. All of that first skill, that whole first skill, which would have been a skill in, like, Dark Side of Dimension era. Brother, that is basically the entirety of the skill for Ultimate Dragons, which was one of the most bullshit skills. It said, like, put 5 cards into your extra deck, and then also never brick. This basically says the exact same thing. Put 6 cards into your extra and never brick. However, don't worry, it gets better. Reveal 2 Shadal cards in your hand, then add a Shadal card from your deck to your hand. Sorry, let me say this again. Reveal 2 Shadals, and then add a Shadal from your deck to your hand. Again, never brick. If only your opponent controls a monster, you can also play 1 Shadal monster from your deck in face-down defense position. Its battle position can be changed. Now, if you don't know, Shadal is all about having flip effects. And all of their flip effects are very good. This is maybe one of the most bullshit skills I think I've ever read in my entire life. I hate it here. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Fuck. Dude, Ain't this the one that dumps 2 Reshadal to the grave too? Yes. Brother, we're fucking playing AD Changer. We get so much just raw advantage off of our stupid skill. We're playing goddamn AD Changer. We're playing AD Changer. Are you kidding me? What a good game. What a great design. What a phenomenal idea. I hate it here. No, we have to play Aeon because fucking incarnation is limited to 1. 10 out of 10. No, I love this game, dude. I love it here. I love a skill that just does the entire combo for me. Dude, I'm so... What is Utopia's skill? What does this one do? You can only use these of the skill's second and third effect once per turn and twice per duel. They did it again. They did the same thing they did last time, when Utopia was stupid. You cannot special summon any monster from the extra deck except for XZ monsters. You also cannot special summon any monsters with spell trap cards except for Utopia monsters with 2500 or 2500. Sure. Can be activated by shuffling 1 card from your hand into the deck and revealing a ZS monster or Astraltopia in your hand. Yuma and Astral build the overlay network Zexal 2 morph, add up to 2 ZS monsters and or Astraltopias from your deck to your hand. So you reveal 1 and then you get 2 more. Why are we just... It's fine. It's fine. Yes, I too like revealing 1 card and getting 2 more. Do I even have to do anything with that? Oh, sorry. I have to shuffle a card into my deck and then reveal. My Gaga sister has another effect. Can be activated after morphing by shuffling a card from your hand or field into the deck to reveal the true form of a card in your hand, turning it into a rank-up Numeron force and playing a Utopia from outside of your deck. Stop putting cards. Stop generating cards from nowhere. Why are we doing this? Draconic Contact was power crept. Dude, fuck this game. This game sucks balls. Imagine playing Droll. What the fuck are you gonna Droll? You gonna Droll the skill? No. No searching. You can't search. I Drolled you. The skill just says, nah, it's fine. Yeah, dude. Troll matters. Dude, this world is gonna suck, dude. Hopefully Speed Duels is at least a little bit better. But dude, Speedroid being back again, and it's just skill turbo. Is there even a point to reading this? Why does every skill read like this? You cannot normal or special summon except for Earth Machine monsters, excluding from the extra. Reveal a golem or a monster that mentions it. Shuffle a card from your hand into the deck to add an Ancient Gear monster from your deck to your hand. If your opponent activates an effect during your current turn, place an Ancient Gear duel from your hand or deck face up to your field. You can conduct 2 normal summoner sets this turn, not just 1. Brother said, if you do something, I get more. What a shit game. Man, fuck you. Man, fuck you, game. Man, fuck you. Man. How am I gonna search when it comes from pure thin air? Vector after Yuma literally cheated with Astral's power. Alright, so what are we expecting at Worlds? This is why I'm like, the OCG is by far the best. What are we expecting at Worlds? Rush Duel to be extremely boring because it's fucking Rush Duel and it's basically a coin flip. Speed Duel to be rather boring as well because we've already seen Speedroid, unless somehow something changes with the new set release, which I highly doubt that it will, but there is a chance that potentially something changes and maybe they get another ban list or something like that. Hopefully we get a better something for Speed Duel. Master Duel is going to consist of Malice Ryzeal format with maybe something like Snake Eye and or Tearlament and or maybe a few other things in there. And the TCG is going to be Malice Orchist and maybe a few other things, but for the most part it's going to be Malice all over the place. This looks like a very interesting Worlds, and I'm lying to you, I'm very much so not excited for this one. It could be worse. We could have gotten Snake Eye Ubel like we did last year, but alas we didn't, which is nice. But other than that, I really am not too excited. If it is, I mean, Ryzeal should be pretty fun to watch at Worlds. But we're definitely not going to see it at the TCG. TCG, I think, is going to be pretty mid. Not going to lie. I'm not excited for the TCG stuff. Hopefully it's interesting. Similar to that of, like, 2023 or even 2022 was fairly decent. But in regards to... yeah, I don't know. I think this Worlds could have been significantly better, and it just feels like it's not. Like it's not going to be. But I am going to call it quits there for today's stream. I hope that you guys did indeed enjoy it. If you did, like us very much. I appreciate it. And remember to always stay frosty. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.